5%.
Oh, they are!
Look at that.
Wow, birds are real.
They really are. We've been blessed tonight by birds.
Mm-hmm.
But why are the captions on I-95?
Right? Why are you going around? Are you getting Midna?
I had to fix the door.
Oh, yeah, that's... Oh, you have to...
Just to go out into the cold.
Mm-hmm. Look what you've done.
Damn.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another evening of D&D. We are Not Great RPG, and we're here once again for the Lost Kings of Adoris. Please pay no attention to the open door.
Midna, no!
Just kind of lunge right in.
Yep. Literally thought she was going to perch on Autumn's shoulder like a parrot. Just
Cat respects cat. This is what it is.
Oh. How you doing, Don?
I'm pretty good.
I feel like we don't ask that.
I'm good.
I don't really care.
That's fair. I mean, listen, the other campaign was
Well,
fuck
damn.
you right before we went
Right.
live. I kind of missed that.
Yep.
Oh, well, fuck you, Don.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome. See? I'm glad I asked.
You. Thank you.
Why'd you look at me like I was gonna say that?
Right?
That's fucked up. All right?
Oh, my God.
I returned the cardboard to whence it came.
Very
Well
good.
done.
Thank you. Yeah, well,
I'm John. I play Marcus. Got him.
Is that what we're doing?
Look what
Yep.
you did to her.
that's what we're doing.
What?
Look what I've done.
He's a monster, I know.
Well, I don't.
Made you get up to mess with the door.
Hey,
I think the
you're
cat
holding
made
up the
you do
line
that.
here.
That's fair.
Let's go.
Look what you've done to her!
Come on.
I'm Sarah, and I play Dandelion.
I'm Paul. I play Rin.
I'm Autumn and I play Twig.
I'm Mike and I play Mr. Pigeon.
I'm not Lawrence. I play Shay.
No, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Thank you, Mike, for your
What were you saying?
chat spam comment.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That means gone.
6 seconds ago.
Yeah, you cut me off in the middle of talking.
Look what you've done to her.
How could you do this?
It's just, it's out
I don't-
into the ether.
I think we might need a new Amazon box to shove in the door.
Probably.
I don't think this one's
Just
holding
grow
up as
too
well.
powerful.
I need to
She's doing
Oh
cat.
my goodness.
bar the door.
Oh wow, she is like leaning and just. I see her head
Once
going.
it opens.
Hold the gate. Anyway, I'm Don, the DM of this campaign. Let me read the recap from 2 weeks ago. Friends in low places. The party, aside from Shay, heads to the archives in the back of the Wanderer's carriage. You guys head inside. The Wanderer's waiting outside for you down the street, kind of out of sight. You're greeted with a large church-like space filled with numerous shelves. You're greeted by the head librarian, aptly named Joffrey Pagemore, who you ask about Eladril Phylor, and he says... God damn it, man. She is so upset that she cannot get in here. You might just want to let her in.
She did it again. She moved her.
She physically cannot accept that she's not allowed in here. And she doesn't really bother anything. Just put a blanket on the floor. She'll sleep on it. Goodness gracious.
I just want to be in this room.
But yeah, you guys asked Joffrey who, if Eladril Phylor's here, and he's like, yeah, I don't know who the fuck that is. You describe him and how long he's probably been here. And he's like, oh yeah, that weirdo. And then you are directed to a private room in the back, and Rin asks about some books privately and is led to the restricted section, which happens to be right outside of this private room. Weird.
Privacy.
As the party walks, you guys speak about Mithril and the Valinor blades, realizing that Twig's daggers are made from the same material. They also speak about Twig's queen, a snow leopard tabaxi that wears a crown of clover, and the fact that they were previously attacked by a white dragon and lived near the dwarves who mined the Mithril for the Valinor elves long ago. The rest of the party walks in. You guys talk to Eladril. He's an older elvish gentleman that looks slightly vampiric in nature, similar to Elena, which matches what she told you guys about him. Ren stands outside and listens and peeps around for some secret books. Which
The young master section.
The young master section, which he does obtain some and stuff them into his bag of holding.
Yoink.
Eladril greets the party. You guys indicate that you know who he is and that you found the experiments in the bog. He notices Twig's tattoos and tells you guys about the Gale Callers, his people who guard sacred blades within what is now known as the Blightwood within Gale's Hollow. Inside there is a Fey watered lake and a large willow tree at its center. He tells you guys about the 4 protectors, each of which went out yearly to search for new knowledge and meet with someone called the Archivist, a grandmotherly woman who obtained and traded knowledge, trying to rebuild a large collection of it. She's for sure not going to sleep on that.
We'll try.
We can try, but she's a big pain.
John, can you push that chair in a little bit?
You're a big pain.
Bam.
You want that back here? It's a bed. She's running away.
Yep, she needs it.
She hates it.
It invaded her space and she got angry. Now it's a bed for Don.
Good night, friends. Eladril tells you guys about one of his members passing away a few years ago. Their druid and their warrior Galus Sarkin not returning from his journey about 100 years ago. Status unknown. Marcus says, well, that's unfortunate, because I know who that is, and he asks Eladril if he knows the town of Kenmare. Eladril says that he does, but only very little. He tells you guys what he can only assume was a great sacrifice ritual that happened about 30 years ago in the area outside of their hollow that they witnessed the remnants of, which tainted the earth. When they attempted to create druidic guardians to protect the hollow after they passed, they were tainted by the ground and morphed into the horrific vine beasts that the party saw in the bog near Lake Mount. Rin finds several books outside that interest him and pocket them in his bag of holding while smoking and continuing to listen to what is happening inside of the room. The rest of the party speaks more with Eladril. Marcus says, you gotta go back, because there's one remaining member there, and that's Dad. Gotta go back, Marty. He tells Eladril about Harrowell, and that she might, despite her thousands of years of guardianship already, wish to guard something for the gods once more. Eladril leaves, and Rin gives him a little wink.
Tug on the way.
Wink and a puff.
Ooh.
As he makes his way out, and tells him good luck. Shay heads towards the theater district and does some secret things inside of the Thieves Guild, and that is where we are picking up this week, continuing with Shay.
See you.
Oh,
And we
Forget the
return
dynamite.
to you guys.
I guess I'll leave
It's very
Midna in
important.
here.
Yeah.
Blanket. Good luck.
I'll read the rest of the recap for the rest of the party. You head to the theater district. You make your way towards Fakements, into the secret tunnel into the Thieves Guild. You're greeted by Throg, a large muscled half-orc. You pay him for some information on where a higher class of reliable criminal might be. You head to where he directs you into a large open stone-floored space with various booths and tables and other criminal types around. You walk towards one and slide gold towards him, scraping it across the table. Where Krog is, he points to a curtain behind him, where a half-orc guard stands. You walk over, hand the small scrap of paper that Throg had given you to this half-orc guard, and told him that Throg has sent him to see Krog. He lets you in. You make your way down to a study-style room. Krog greets you, and you two speak about what you're looking for, and that is namely tracking Jandar and observing his offices and possibly intercepting the courier should any missives arrive for him, as well as any information on Benjamin May Sr. in Greenridge. Krog ponders this request, and Shay pays him ahead of time. Krog asks him for information in exchange, as some of these tasks would be difficult. With the Duke of Commerce not using their services, having previously snubbed them and killed others in order to be considered a regular here and be trusted, you must have information. Shay tells him there might be an opening in the Duke of Commerce spot soon and that Jandar may be exiting. Krog is interested by this and says that he'll see if this information pans out. Shay asks about where one might go to purchase magical goods and other services, and Krog tells him of the night market, which contains such things as well as other services for those with higher access, which he does not have. Shay hands him 50 gold and asks to see the night market ahead of time, despite it not being open during the day. Krog grins, steps from his desk, and beckons for Shay to follow. And that is where we are picking up this week. Episode 38. Beneath the streets. So, Krog beckons you back out down the hallway that you entered through this curtain that you entered in.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks you back out into this space and immediately makes a left turn along this outer wall where he is, where his entrance was, and takes you over to another opening where 2 orc guards are standing. They stand aside as he walks forward. They nod at him, and he steps aside and pulls the curtain and right this way.
Sure.
Yeah. So you head into this further hallway, which is not better lit than the space that you previously exited, but there are certainly more torches. It seems a little bit less kind of dingy in terms
Sure.
of light. It's less of a like tavern-y light and more of a deliberately lit space.
Sure.
And you walk down this hallway, which winds down and expands into a 10-foot space that continues to wind down and down and down. Probably about another 30 feet you descend in this winding hallway. And you get to a large set of double dark oak doors, and you can hear sounds through this door. And Krog walks up, pulls a key from around his neck, and unlocks the door and pulls them open. And he's immediately hit with like a rush of air as these doors pull open. Never fails. Come on. And he walks you in through this double door into what is essentially a large cave system underneath this tavern. It expands. This music's a little too happy for what's happening. That's better.
Nice.
Yeah. You can see that there is a large kind of like crag-like space about 30 feet in height, given to how far you descended. It's about that height.
Sure.
Up to the ceiling. It's a fairly sizable space. And you can see that there are almost like wooden docks kind of built around the outside and up to kind of have pseudo floors with an area in the center that's stepped down with stairs that have been kind of cut out of the stone into like a slightly dipped in level. You can see that there are a lot of stalls set up in this central space, and you can see that there are smaller buildings with wood-paneled walls, kind of like almost ashed out, blacked out windows with lanterns lit on each of them. There are a string of rope lanterns hanging down about 15 feet from the ceiling, kind of lightly swaying back and forth. It's much colder in here than it was a floor up, being now in a natural cave system and not one that was kind of a basement. Well, what do you think?
It's quite the space you have here.
Yes. This is the night market.
What sort of people normally patronize your night market?
Well, people that are looking for more complicated requests, your assassinations and things of that nature, looking for magical items for protection of things like that, stuff that you wouldn't get a floor up.
Understood. And when do you normally conduct business?
After sunset.
Does everyone take this entrance?
Yes.
The door is just unlocked after sunset.
Yes, indeed. There's also another entrance. The stairs by Throg, when you came in, there's a hole that descends down. That winds down and leads to, and he points to the right, and you see that there's another opening, like off to the side, kind of under one of the docks.
Sure. I don't suppose anyone is about getting ready for this evening.
There's
There's a couple of people about, yes. What kind of thing are you looking for? Perhaps I can assist you in looking.
The most particular item is some sort of hand mirror, as it's been described to me. I'm not entirely certain what it does, though I've been led to believe that it is most likely magical in nature. Ornate. She's shown me the picture.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall the description off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But I would give
Sure.
a description if you'd like a history check based on her description.
Yeah, sure.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
I'd give the best description I could with what I've been given.
Yeah, absolutely. So you would describe a rounded mirror with a handle that's been kind of scribed with vines and flowery type of things. Pretty much to the best of your ability, what you've seen from Dandelion's drawing, which is to say, not a ton.
Yeah, it's a crayon drawing. She's talked about it a little bit. Yeah.
But yeah, you know that it is likely magical in nature, and you point those things out, and you see a kind of like flicker of not confusion, but curiosity wash over Krog's face.
Can't say that I have a particular knowledge of mirrors or anything like that, but if you're looking for magical items, you'll want to speak with the Iron Crown. They're not in yet. They usually come in late.
They do most of the dealing in magic items.
Well, if it's stolen, yes. Things that have been pilfered, found, they're all sent to the various night markets.
Understood. The Iron Crown. I had heard that they also sought out items with a reputation. Is that accurate?
Yes, it is.
So not just stolen, but sometimes found,
Yes,
recovered,
yes.
perhaps, is
Bought
the best
and
term.
sold, recovered. Things of that nature. Things that are acquired through their services are resold should they not match what they're looking for.
And you don't take much interest in their goods?
Not particularly myself, not really a magic man.
I try to understand.
Yeah. I deal mostly in information and brokering of deals. Less so in the sale of goods myself.
I don't suppose anyone else has asked after such a mirror.
Not that I can recall. But it's possible they'll have it, or they'll know who does, perhaps. They
Very
deal with a
well.
lot of items. It's hard to say.
How about explosives?
Yeah, if you're looking for explosives, we have a man for that.
I don't suppose he happens to be in.
He probably is. He doesn't do much outside from drinking and tinkering.
Very well. Might I meet this man?
Of course. If he is here,
He points over to a booth with a almost like blacked out front from kind of like gunpowder splaying outwards around the sign.
if he's here, he'll be asleep under that stall.
Would he be alright with being awoken for business?
I imagine so.
And his name?
Bang Whizzle Snatch.
Very well. Will you be waiting while I speak to him?
I will. I'll probably step over there and have a drink.
Alright.
Good luck.
Thank you. I turn and head toward this stall. About how far away is it?
It's about 50 feet across the room.
Okay. And there's other stalls and structures between here and there.
Yes, there's a bunch of different stalls.
Sure. I would just, like, while I'm walking over there, I would try and browse if there was any other writing, signage, any thieves' cant written anywhere, if there were any signs of people about, even though there's not an open market, if it seemed like anybody was
Sure.
inside of any of these structures with blacked out windows, if I could hear anybody else while I'm down here.
Sure, yeah. So as you're walking, you can see that these blacked out window structures, they're all like a floor up, essentially on these wooden docks that are supported by these just essentially wooden pillars. They're just kind of raised up a level, and then there's a level up further from that. You can see that there are lanterns lit in several of them. You don't see signs on any of them. They're not labeled. Make a perception check for me. Or investigation, I guess.
Investigation's 5.
Okay. So as you're walking, you think that you can see some, like, faint flickering through one of these blacked out windows, but it's kind of hard to tell. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of activity in this space in general because it is very early in the day. It's still, early afternoon. But it's hard to tell what might be in these buildings, but it does seem like it's probably important given that they're away from the kind of general flow of this space.
Sure. What time is sunset? This time of year?
Sure. This time of year, it's fall, probably around 6 o'clock.
Okay, so another 4 or 5 hours or so?
Yep.
Something like that?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I wouldn't, like, stop to look at anything. I would just, as I'm walking over,
Sure.
just be keeping an eye out for if I could gather any information about this place from the very little that is here.
Sure.
With no people here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I would just walk straight toward that stall.
Sure. Give me a perception check as well.
7.
Okay. Yeah, you can see that there's a bunch of different stalls for, weaponry and things of that nature. There are people that are advertising, little like minor magical trinkets and things like that. You can see on the signs. Nothing that really sticks out as like super important. Just kind of a general amalgamation of different things that would not necessarily be street legal.
Sure. Yeah, things that you wouldn't see being sold.
Yeah.
In an average store.
Yeah. Knockoff magical
like
charms.
a general farmer's market of slightly questionable goods.
Yes.
Sure.
Yep, this is a thieves' farmer's market for sure.
And
That's how I would
also
describe
where
it.
the Iron Crown likes to hang out and maybe sell some better shit.
Yes.
Sure.
Yep. Yeah, there's a mix of, you kind of have to sort through the garbage.
And apparently you can also hire hitmen down here.
Yes.
Sure.
In the sub level.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. I would walk right up to the stall. He said he'd be sleeping under
Yes.
the stall.
Yeah, and as you approach, you do hear very loud snoring.
Sure. I'm gonna like pull out 5 gold
Sure.
and just like drop it onto the counter of this stall.
And you hear like something smacking the bottom of this stall as the stall kind of shakes a little bit. And you see a set of like hairy dwarven knuckles grab the top of the bar and pull himself up. And
your spirit animal.
Yeah, basically. You see a very, very scruffy looking dwarf with a set of goggles on his forehead that look to be almost a little bit cracked across the lens, like kind of like spider web of cracks, pulled back into a ponytail, like sandy reddish hair. Debatable whether or not the sandiness is from dirt or if that's just his hair. Like a leather apron thing pulled behind him, and very, very red eyes beneath a set of spectacles.
Good morning.
Morning. What?
Still pretty early.
Yes. How can I be of assistance to you?
I heard you deal in explosives.
Yes, I do.
I don't suppose I could have a look at what you're offering.
I mostly deal in custom work. If you're looking for something in particular, I can build it for you. I don't really do the whole wholesaling thing, but
You don't have anything you have tinkered with that you could part ways with? Nothing sitting about?
What's your budget?
It depends on what you're offering.
Good man. Yeah, I've got something. Hold on.
He reaches under and you hear him rustling, and you hear like he pulls out his, like a fucking pan. Is just he's like stuff is kind of going everywhere. Very Tom and
All
Jerry.
his kitchenware is down there.
Yeah, it is just it's
some clanks.
Yeah, and he pulls out this very small red stick of dynamite. But wrapped around it is coils of wire and a blue gemstone in essentially like a gyro spinning ring thing that's fixed in front of it. And you see there is a reasonably long like metal fuse, and he sets it down in front of you.
Now this, something I've been working on. You interested in breaking and entering?
Sometimes.
Perfect. Single use. I've only got one of them. It takes an incredibly long time to make. But it'll blow a 5-foot hole in a wall. All the materials get sucked inside. There's no trace of it other than the hole. Except for the hole.
Obviously.
But it's still...
It'll spare you the cleanup.
Yes, and the sound.
Oh,
It's got silence baked into it.
interesting.
But there is still a big hole. But the rubble and the noise is contained
As long
within.
as you place it carefully,
Yes,
you could probably get in and out without making too much noise.
I'd imagine so, yes.
Very well. And you said it takes a long time to make one of these.
It does, yes.
What is your time worth?
I mean, I could sell you this one for... Part with it for 30 gold.
30 gold. Is this the only thing you have pre-made?
I mean, I've got minor, small explosives like firework type stuff. But this is the thing that I kind of tinker with in my spare time.
Very well. In terms of power, what if I was trying to cause a scene? This is good for a stealth mission, obviously, but
Sure.
let's say I wanted people to know there was a new hole in whatever building I was tampering with.
Sure. Do you want, like, destructive? Do you want more of a fireworks type of deal? How much damage are you looking to inflict?
Maximum.
Sure. Alright. Alright, yeah.
He pulls out a set of two little, fairly stumpy sticks of dynamite that have been bundled together with wire. And he sets them down.
This is a level of building. Single-story building. Average size. It'll level it.
Would level a 2-story building if you positioned it correctly.
Probably level the upper floor, unless you put it on the ground floor. Then, yeah.
It'd be awfully hard for an upper floor to exist without a ground floor.
Yeah. It'll level it.
Very good. How much would this sort of thing run me?
That one, 15.
15. How many of these do you have?
Only the one.
How long would it take to make another?
I'd have to... I don't have any more of the materials right now. I'd have to, I might have one more. 2.
Did he move a dirty sock to get to that one?
Yeah.
2.
Very well. I suppose I will take all of this.
Sure, so that's
60 gold.
60 gold.
I'm gonna give him another 5 gold tip.
Thank you kindly, sir.
For interrupting your nap.
Oh, no problem at all. Appreciate your business. Bang Whizzle Snash.
Leaf.
Nice to meet you. It's a great name.
I'm sure you'll be seeing me again.
Oh, sure.
I imagine this sort of thing isn't traceable back to you.
No, there's no trace of it once it's done.
Very
That's
good.
kind of the nature of it.
Very good. It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, you have a good one.
You as well. Enjoy what's left of your sleep.
Thank you. What time it is, roughly?
Do I know what time it is, roughly?
Yeah, you would say it's about noon.
Just past noon.
Another 8 hours in me, then.
Something like that.
I love that.
Give or take.
Yeah. Well, good luck with whatever it is you're doing with this. I wouldn't be around when those go off, though.
That's the plan. How long does it take them to go off?
Length of the fuse, you got a foot for 5 minutes. There's 2 feet there, so 10 minutes timer. If you want it shorter, cut the fuse.
Very good.
Yeah.
Single building.
Yeah.
What's the blast radius on this?
It should be pretty contained to the one building.
What if it's a small building?
It'd probably be a building and a half.
Understood.
Yeah.
Very good. Very
Yep.
good. You take care.
Of course. It's, I will also say that, most of that damage that's baked into that, it's kind of focused on, like, rocks and stones. If you put it in somebody's pocket, it won't do much. There's safety mechanisms built into that.
What
sort
if
of
they
thing.
were made of stone?
Well, then that would be a bad day for them.
What if they're standing under the stones in the building?
That would be fine. As long as it's not within a proximity of a person. There's an enchantment on there.
How far?
About 10 feet.
Not very far at all.
No. Enough that the blast wouldn't hit them.
But the building might.
The building would, yes, of course.
Very well.
Yeah.
It's not the explosive, it's the building.
Yes. Exactly.
Explosives don't kill people.
Buildings.
Falling buildings. Understood.
Yes.
Very well. Enjoy the rest of your sleep, sir.
Thank you.
He just crawls back down and lays on the ground.
Gather these explosives.
Yep.
What should I call these?
Um,
The sneaky one and 2 big ones?
yep.
Beautiful.
That'll do.
That'll do. Alright. And I would turn around. Can I see where good old Krog went off to?
Yeah, you can see that he is sitting back pretty much where you guys came in, just holding a scotch in his hand.
Right on. I will go over and join him.
Mm-hmm.
Get what you were looking for.
And then some.
Very good.
Did you get what you were looking for?
I did indeed.
Very good.
Knocks it back and slams the glass on the table.
You said after dark.
Yes.
I'll have to return.
Understood.
If you happen to hear anything about such a mirror, if it wouldn't be much trouble.
Sure.
setting it aside.
I can certainly ask around for you. Next time you
Very
come
good.
in, talk to Throg. If I've heard anything,
He'll know.
yes.
Understood. Shall we?
Right this way.
Leads you back up this 30-foot winding spiral hallway, back out into the main entryway, and walks over to his curtain.
Anything else I can help you with, Mr. Leaf?
No, I think you have all my notes on what I was looking for.
Yes,
We'll be in touch.
indeed. We'll see if that information pans out.
I look forward to hearing that it has.
Indeed. Good luck with the rest of whatever it is you're after.
Same to you.
Tips his cup and walks back into the curtain.
And I will make my exit.
Sure. Yeah, and you make your way back out to the door. Throg opens it for you.
Pleasant evening.
To you as well.
Good luck.
Thank you. I will exit and see him later.
Yeah, and you step back in and he pushes the door shut. And you make your way back. Are you heading anywhere? Or are you heading back to the tavern?
How long have I been down here?
Probably about an hour.
Okay. I would, because I left before them, they were still there when I was splitting.
Yep.
We've got Marcus back. I'd assume he'd be chatty. So I would peruse some of these other tunnels, see if I could figure out where other things go.
Sure.
And then go back.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, so you know generally...
Yeah, I had the map of the one sort of hub, but I'd see if I could figure out... I'd see if I could figure out where some other entrances might be. Try and
Sure.
get a gauge in terms of, like, the layout of the city, just in case I wanted to slip in from somewhere else.
Sure. Yeah, so you would know that the Godman line leads to the barracks and the Divine District. That's where that one kind of cascades to. Fake Mints obviously goes to the Artisans District and the Wharf. Ogle Fakes Reckons goes to the Merchants District and the Scholars District.
Which one was that?
Ogle Fakes Reckons. If you have the map, I can just give you the numbers if that's easier. Or if you'd rather have the Thieves' Cant, that's also fine.
You said Scholars District and
the Merchant District.
Okay.
Metzas Namos leads to the Silver District. The Moor, and outside of the city.
Could I gauge what side of outside that would be?
Yeah, so that would
Just
be...
based directionally.
Sure, so it would be not that close to the main gate, but the way that it's coming this way through the Silver District, through the Moor, and then out. If you're looking at the castle, it's the wall that runs up the side. So the gate's here, it would come out
Yeah, if you were
over
approaching
here.
the main gate, it would be off to
the right.
off to
around
the right
around
side
corner.
of the main gate.
Yes. Fruit and vegetable dummy, that leads into the Sovereign District.
Okay.
And as we know, Plenty Letty leads into the prison. And
Any offshoots?
no.
No offshoots from this system. The main line
based on where we entered in the theater district, it looks like it continues out the other side, or did we come to a head for that? You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
I can pull them out.
Yeah, so it would have come to a head for that. From that, it would have. Yeah, so it continues and then comes to an end at the end of the theater district.
Okay.
Yeah, so the
So
main
we
line-
like entered on one end of the theater district. This runs through and has a hub and keeps going, and then there's like an end to it.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll say that the end also leads to outside of the city at like the back.
Okay.
Because there would have to be somewhere for this all to go.
Sure, at the other end.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll actually change that the Metsas Namos one doesn't lead to outside the city because that doesn't make sense. There has to be a main hub out, and that'll be in this one at the back half.
Sure. And any other exits back up to the street?
Yeah, same as any of the other ones. There are the sewer grates that lead into this, so you can pretty much get into any of the
one per
lines.
district.
Yeah, I mean there's
One or
there's
two
a
per
couple
district.
every few streets. There's enough so that water can flow into them,
Okay.
similar to a normal
Yeah.
sewer system. Yeah, so there are for sure other entrances. They just happen to pick the theater district for you guys to enter, but you can get in other ones.
Sure. Is there one particularly close to John Dar's office?
There's one that is like 2 streets over, like in the Sovereign District. The Kingly area is on its own thing, not connected to the rest of the sewer system. But 2 streets back from that, there is a sewer grate that you can see John Dar's office from there. It's just not the same street. It's not because there isn't an alley behind those.
Sure. Very well.
Yeah.
And then I would, after I'd done a little bit of scouting, I would make my way back and out.
Very good. If you want to swap with them and send them in.
Yep.
Hello.
Back in the fun room.
Right.
Oh no, there's a cat. Oh
yeah,
jeez.
she's been in here.
Well,
Is the door open?
yeah, they're all
Oh,
open.
can you close that door over there?
Don't do it.
Where was she? Just on the mat?
She was in my chair.
Oh, was she?
Cat knows cat, dude.
That's funny. That's actually hysterical. I love that.
Oh.
Isn't it, huh? What are you doing?
What are you doing, miss?
We'll go over.
Oh my god. Can we get an ooh
Son
in
of
the
a
chat?
bitch.
Oh,
All right.
your knee or your foot?
My knee.
Oh,
You're right.
Yeah.
actual worst, dude.
Oh.
So,
No! Not the fucking bar! Please! There's a
She's trying-
literal bed there.
She's like, there's not enough texture here.
Yeah, right.
We need to
like,
weather
add some.
this.
There you go.
Let me see if I left that out there really quick. I think I left my phone in the other room.
okay. Jeez. So we left off last week with everyone else in the room, Rin still outside of the room, and Marcus making his way to the front to talk to the librarian to ask him a few questions.
Yes.
You were going to ask him about...
Valinor Blades, Metallurgy and Dragons books, Leopold and Gale, and Antique Mirrors.
and the book rental policy.
Book rental policy. That's
Yep.
the thing I didn't write down. Thank you.
Yep.
Rentals. Yeah, I would go to the elderly man, who I'm assuming is still the same elderly man at the front desk.
He looks even older.
All right.
Aged a couple weeks.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, in the face.
Is it possible
Yeah.
to tell how much older?
Yeah.
Impossible to know.
Okay.
Roll a d100.
A D100?
That's how much older he
let's
is. He's aged 80 years.
I'm gonna follow Marcus.
51.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's a little dehydrated for sure. old man jerky.
I'm gonna follow Marcus back to the front, but I'm gonna be sneaky about it.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Why old man jerky?
Well, how good is it?
Hold on.
I don't care. I wouldn't
Stealth?
be looking for you anyway.
Stealth?
Mhm.
Stealth? It's a 5.
Okay, yeah. So Marcus for sure hears you.
My passive perception's a 0.
He's a little distracted by the old man.
Right. Yeah, dude. There's an old man made of jerky in front of me. I'm pretty distracted.
That's fair. And Ren, you see Dandelion creeping around the bookshelves.
I'm also
following.
small.
I would actually say
Yeah, that's fair.
legitimately my passive is a 10. If I'm distracted and I have disadvantage,
sure,
I
absolutely.
am at a 5.
Sure.
I legit
Fair.
would very barely notice just in the area.
You hear a sound but don't care to look what it is and
Yeah, I'm in a library. Everybody else is
there
here.
are noises.
Well, it's also like she's gonna fuck around and do whatever anyway.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Yeah, Ren, you see her flittering about, following after Marcus.
Yeah, all right, go back up to ye old elderly information desk man.
Yes, hello.
That
Oh
was
my god!
That was not
What?
his voice. That's not the
Are
same
you
person.
That's a villain.
That was not.
Sure! That's that guy! Yes, hello!
Hello.
What books would you like?
Good evening. No.
Book on where your fucking lair is, sir. Jesus Christ.
Know anything about
We're
phylacteries?
immediately divine sense. I'm gonna mark that down right now. Celestial fiend or undead, sir?
Neither.
Neither. Three options.
None of the three.
It's one of them, and you gotta guess.
None of the three.
Jesus Christ.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I swear this guy had a normal voice
We
last
have
week.
like a little jar of like the spicy Italian peppers.
He
like
coughs
a
and drinks some tea.
It's like a little Ziploc bag.
Yeah, he's got a little like jar of spicy peppers with a little like poppable lid that kind of compresses down to keep the spice in it.
Look like he's.
Peppers.
I have my smelling salt. Oh, I fucking love books. Whoa.
Can I help you?
Yes. I know your books are not very well organized here.
How dare you?
You were the one who said
No,
that.
I know he did.
Yes,
you have a
apologies.
policy upon rentals and their return?
Yes, you can pay to rent the books. We do have backups of all the books. They are scribed before they are brought up here, so that way they may, should a book not return, we can copy it. But the rental fee covers what cost it would be to rescribe them should they not return.
All right.
A rent to own, sort of.
Certainly. Would you by chance be able to at all give me any kind of direction for books on the nature of dragons?
Yes.
Peppers,
Yes, I
good.
think we are really good this year.
A good arm, one might say.
Yes, I think we might have a few books right this way.
Thank you. Follow this old
Okay.
murderer.
So as he's walking,
Do I hear which direction they're coming from? If they're coming anywhere around near me.
yeah, make a perception check for me. Marcus, as you're walking, you
Yeah.
see as he brushes past you and you turn, he now has a set of cat ears and a tail.
Mm-hmm.
You said perception?
Yes.
Just gonna look over at the peppers on the table. Very good.
16. Yeah, you can hear, like, this is a rather echoey space despite all the books because of the high, like, church ceiling. But yeah, you can tell that they are walking down towards where you are.
Okay. I just have the 2 books out right now. The others are in my bag.
That's fair. Which books do you have out?
I don't remember. I think
It was the porn book for sure.
the smut book, and then the other book
By
just
the same
written
guy.
same dude.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you have Silver Gold and the Other Metals and Silver Gold and Other Dragonborn Love. You have those 2 books out right now. Good. Yeah, so he leads you down this, essentially back the way you came now with a set of cat ears and a tail. Mm-hmm. As he winds his way towards the back, over in the direction of where Ren was originally, outside of this room, and he kind of thumbs through a set of books and grabs one.
You asked dragons, yes?
Yes, thank you.
Here you are.
Look at the old title.
So the title is Draconic Colorings and Their Properties.
Who's it by?
Solomon Dade. D-A-D-E.
What a fucking name.
Thank you. Made that one. Not even a randomizer one.
Oh.
It's a good one.
What? Any resemblance to anyone living or dead is not my responsibility.
I don't think that's how that works.
It is if you say it.
I think you were supposed to say are purely coincidental and unintentional.
It's a coincidence and not my responsibility.
Not my problem.
All of the above.
Jesus Christ.
None. Neither.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would check that off my brain. What about metallurgy?
Yes, and he walks over to another section. Yes. Here you are. Silver, Gold, and Other Metals by Krog Rock Hammersmith. Getting a little bit dwarvish with the voice.
Wait, I already have that book.
What was the name?
Oh, okay.
The name
Yeah.
of him, Krog Rock, K-R-O-G Rock, Hammersmith.
Yeah.
Stop. These are my legs. I'm not a cat tree.
Could be, though.
So you must put in the chat. Any persons living or dead should stay that way.
Yep. CMS is correct.
Uh-huh.
Let's go with Leopold and Gale.
The Children's Tale.
Yes.
Sure. Is there anything not childlike before we leave this section?
Perhaps dwarven mithril and specific blades made with their processes?
That should be in that book as well.
Very good.
It's kind of a catch-all for crafting and things of that nature with metals.
Certainly.
And written by a dwarf.
Very well. Antique mirrors?
Yes, of course. He reaches up, grabs one. There you are. A study of Enchanted Mirrors.
Uh-huh. And the author?
Talthiel, T-A-L-T-H-E-I-L, Calinarma, C-A-L-I-N-A-R-M-A.
Can you spell that again?
Which part?
Calinarma.
C-A-L-I-N-A-R-M-A. Her last name is for... You don't speak Elvish, right?
I do.
You do? It means reflections book. In Elvish.
Book of Reflections. Cool.
To the children's section?
Yes, thank you.
Of course. Right this way.
He leads you over towards the smut and then makes a sharp turn and heads all the way back towards the front.
Yeah,
So
man.
that sounds
That's,
dangerous.
that's for sure where I am.
Yeah, you guys walk past Rin.
I'm still sneaking.
Oh, are we not free to like walk around by ourselves?
You can, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw before. We don't need to do this right this second, but I
Sure.
would go peruse that Residence of Fjordane and Greymore section I saw before.
Sure.
So I would have tried to make my way over there. If we passed it, that's where I would have forked off. And
Sure,
just be
yeah,
looking.
absolutely.
As Marcus passes, I just gesture at the book. I'm like, look at the size on that one.
I'm gonna peer down at the book. What do I see?
It's just a dragonborn with a big dick. Go to the next page.
Game Master?
They got everything in here. I just keep flipping through.
All right then. I've learned something new about my good friend. Really
I didn't know it was a
appreciates-
picture book.
He really appreciates.
Did you draw that in
The
there?
whole
It's
joke
just
was that it
pop-ups,
was.
dude.
The whole joke was that it was some.
That's why it's so easy for him to point out. I'm like, is that a tower? Oh, it's a cock!
It's not a tail.
Yeah, it's got like short stories, but at the end, like at the beginning of the chapter, it's a pop-up book with the title.
A pop-up book.
Yeah, so
no.
so as you get to the title of the book,
That's terrible.
It's horrible.
That's
horrible.
That's worse.
Children, dildos, and dragons.
Yeah, truly terrible.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess while you're looking at that, I'm gonna say, do you guys still have my money?
What?
I think I have your.
Yeah,
Do
you
I?
do.
I left all of my money, and I need to rent some books.
You'll have to look for me. 'Cause I'm being very sneaky.
Not very.
Dandelion.
She's right there. She's like around a corner. You just see a set of eyes.
Like, just around like a bookshelf.
Yep.
Can I have my money?
Oh.
I need to rent books for us.
Is the money small now?
No, the money is normal sized.
Oh God!
It's really heavy.
Yeah, I'll give you. Oh, I just reach into my tiny bag and pull out your money
My bag.
pouch, which is probably taking up most of my bag, actually.
Thank you. I don't remotely remember how much money I had. Yeah, look back through my.
Did you take it out of your D&D Beyond?
Oh yeah.
Why would you do that?
What do you mean? I took everything out of my D&D Beyond.
Why?
Cause
You left your
You
stuff
had
with
no
us.
faith in us?
You said that, not me.
Then if he's gonna die, then why not? Why take everything out? In case we need to reference it.
I did it for my immersion and realism. I also did it so this way I didn't like accidentally use a thing that I didn't have in my inventory.
And he tried to escape.
Yeah, genuinely. Like, if all hope was lost, I was going to try to get out, and I didn't want to be like, I guess I'll use this crowbar!
So then why not write the list of like 2 things that you have and keep that?
I think I did
It would have
that
been a
as
shorter
well.
list.
It would have been a way shorter list.
I do think I did that as well. Ha ha! I have 15 gold.
That's it?
I'm poor. I paid for a lot of our shit.
Do you need more gold?
No, you gave all the gold away to the people we
Yeah, you
saved.
did.
I also did help my poor, beaten, enslaved people.
We saved them, that's enough. Jesus. Go live in this town that we also helped, and you're like, here's all this money you're not gonna need.
I have money.
Yes, my money, thank you.
I have mine too.
You can keep your money.
Do you need more?
I have no idea how much it costs to rent. He said it would cover the cost of it being scribed again, so Probably a lot of money, but we'll see. Sir,
Yes.
how much is it per book for a rental?
1 gold.
Oh, thank God.
Paper's cheap.
Your scribes don't get paid!
Children.
Oh no!
Yeah!
Oh no!
It's just terrible Santa Claus.
We found the goblins.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Who did he say who his scribes were?
Well,
No, he didn't
Okay.
actually say
Children.
Okay.
we don't name them. It's like a pig. You don't want to care about it when you eat it.
As I'm just
You eat the
as
children.
I'm standing in the adult section. Oh my god!
Well, once they get too old, they're not going to scribe anymore.
Break their hands and send them out into the
Break
world.
their hands.
Send them out into the world.
Good luck.
You'll be a pack mule and you'll like it.
No, a lot of it is volunteer work. People that are practicing their writing and their scribing.
That
We
sounds
do
fun.
also pay people in bulk
So,
for multiple books, so it is not exceptionally.
Sexual? Is that what you said?
it's not sexually. Forgive
he
me.
pulls out
He
his
just sees the book that Brent's got in his hand, the clock tower going towards the enormous cathedral ceiling.
15-foot apple book, defying all
It's not-
logic. Just minor illusion, just all kinds of horrible white fireworks up in the sky.
My god!
It's a weird use of this pyrotechnic spell.
Yeah. I don't remember what
I'm
it
just
was.
gonna go to the children's section, man. I just want a book on a children's story.
Yep.
And to let my friend look at
No, I
dicks.
to say, I turned the page. Marcus, you gotta see these milkers. Just shout that in the library and just take a big rip.
I'm just gonna cover Dandelion's ears.
What's going on?
The young master is trying some new peppers, and you would never like them.
I don't like peppers.
Exactly. Thank God you'll never have those peppers, and it'll never happen to you. Whew.
Mike, do you want to message me what names you're looking for, if any, just so I can?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in
Handle
the
that
children's section,
privately.
to be fair, I literally just want any ye old folktale about Leopold and Gale.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you want to expedite me and go to them instead, that's easier.
Yeah, so he would give you a children's book, not very thick.
Yeah, like 15 pages.
Yeah,
Like big writing, like
big writing.
once
and,
there was
yeah.
a man and lady.
Let me think.
Stab, stab, stab. Special swords. Buried in the woods. Don't tell anyone, kids.
They'll never believe you, or you'll be forced to scribe in the library.
I'll break your heads!
With broken hands.
Yeah. We'll break each and every one of your tiny little fingers.
Oh my god.
This is really degraded very quickly.
Who knew the library was going to be so fun?
Right?
Libraries are great.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to pull a random book off the shelf once we're in.
No!
Oh, if you're in the children's section, then maybe you can actually lift the
Okay,
book.
then that's fine. Oh, as long as we're in the children's section.
That's not the only safe section of the library. There's only one area theoretically that is.
That we know of, and we've not really intimately perused the traditional sections of the library. The clock towers might be restricted because they're 15 feet tall. There might be 5-foot ones in the regular library.
Why did you say it was pop-ups? Why they cut it out? Like, just piece of paper.
Oh, god damn.
Oh, wait, you did say it was a dwarf.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, by perspective, those dragon dicks, huge. Whew. Really skews the The artist's eye.
It's going to be A Song of Storms is going to be the title.
Cool.
And I'll get back to you on the
On
author.
name.
Yeah.
Is it Mary Poppins?
Perry Moppins.
Perry Moppins.
Perry Moppins, yeah.
Song of Storms.
It's
Just also make it the dwarf.
He's really diverse.
Harry
I
Moppins.
mean, it's
It's
what's
Perry-
his name? James
Perry-
Patterson.
Yeah, Pames Jadderson. It's Perry Moppins.
Perry Moppins?
Yep.
Mhm. I wrote down Parry.
Either one.
Perry makes sense.
Yeah, actually, it does make sense. Perry Moppins.
What is she doing?
Midno? Oh.
Sleeping.
Laying down.
She was sniffing Lawrence's dice.
Thank you.
Of course.
4 gold and scurry away with Dandelion.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. How long until... Is there like a return time frame?
Generally a week, but
Okay.
if you remain in the city, it's not a problem. Just
Okay.
send word that you'll be keeping them longer.
So, see you in a week.
Thank you.
Pepper's so good. Yeah, I'm gonna go look at whatever book Dandelion's looking at. If you're still looking at a book.
Make me a investigation check.
I would have grabbed one that was like the same size that I was.
Okay.
I would, as I'm going off on my own, stay a little silent, prayer and guidance myself.
Sure.
Ooh, I didn't need that. What check was it?
Investigation.
21.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, Dandelion, in the children's section, you grab... Roll a d6 for me.
This one. It's a 1.
Okay. Perfect. That's the one I was going to give you anyway. You pick up a book called The Huntsman. Not the spider, because those are horrifying. And they live in Australia and they're terrible. It says that on the...
It's the subtitle.
Thank God we've just learned of the Kingdom of Australia.
Any resemblance to countries, living or dead, not my problem.
Living or
Not
dead?
my problem.
Yeah, so that's what you find. I had my list of children's legends.
How's that?
It's a pretty big book. Never heard this story before.
You want to read it?
I'll
Can
fly.
you read?
Yeah, you said you left me a note.
Whew. Yep. Really put a lot of eggs in that basket. Well, my soul's in here.
You didn't tell me anything important in that note.
Yeah. Totally. There wasn't a coded missive in there. It's fine. It's gone.
God, I still have it.
How's the book?
How's the book?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty good
So-
book.
I would say that this story, as you're reading it, is not immediately familiar to you. Make a history check for me, actually.
I'm great at this.
Really good.
It's actually not a bad roll. History plus 0, 16.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that the more you read this, you notice parallels to a story that that Ron had told you. That it is similar in nature, not necessarily identical detail for detail and like beat for beat of the story, but I assume Dandelion is intelligent enough to put together that two things are similar.
Is it this one that you gave me?
What is
Ronan?
No.
No, okay. Yeah, I mean she knows a lot of stories.
Yeah.
She's heard a lot of stories.
Yeah. So this describes a hunter named Siracare, who was swift of foot and silent of word, that used a bow and a hunting sickle. And it is a story about him hunting a very large, like, big bad wolf style wolf, because this is a children's book.
How is the sickle referenced in the story?
There's like a picture.
Just
of
like
it.
a picture?
Yeah.
Just like,
Ah!
These are
Isn't him just beheading the wolf?
yeah, I mean, these are war-torn lands.
These kids are desensitized,
yeah,
I guess.
they've seen things.
A lot of those stories are pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The actual real life children's stories.
Oh yeah, they're
like a
all
grim fairy tale.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially the like foreign language ones. Those are
Any from Germany, forget it.
yeah, they're bad. They're really scary. They're
I mean,
really
like,
scary.
kids turned into adults at like 12?
Yeah,
Like they were
like
just
that.
like, you're not
Yeah.
a kid anymore.
It's fine.
And it speaks of him using the light of the moon to guide himself home to his people again.
I've heard a story similar to this one.
Oh, yeah?
It's a little different, but I've heard something similar.
That's good.
We used to tell a lot of stories at home.
We? Like you told stories? What stories did you tell?
I mainly listened. I told stories about what I found under the desk that day. It was usually dust.
Did you ever find anything other than dust?
Did I ever find anything other than dust?
Sorry, say that again. I was
Under the desk. Just about.
Dust,
Mainly dust.
like a mice. Several
mice.
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 Several
mice.
Sorry.
Smith & Wesson.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The old 44 revolver.
Oh, please stop trying to give
The
her a
fake
gun.
Wild West.
Oh no.
Don, that's through the TM! Alright, TM! The campaign's over! Forget it! New characters!
I gotta write that down. Holy shit! That would fit into the steampunk campaign so well.
Could you imagine if there was no
Fey
warning?
Wild West.
You arrived in the Feywild. Hey, partner. Like,
Oh shit!
Sheriff Titania.
Yeah, I've written that down. That's happening in the next one. Holy fuck. That is great.
Find yourself in the Feywild. You hear a hammer lock and a revolver spin behind your head.
What are you doing, partner?
This was not what I was expecting.
Oh, that's too good.
Well, Feywilds have guns now.
Yep. Yeah, that is fantastic.
Lots of dust. Did you ever clean the dust? So this way it wasn't there anymore?
I'd shoo the dust away and put it outside.
You'd give it shoes?
Is that
How,
is that a different word? Maybe I used the wrong word.
You're wearing shoes.
No, that's different. That's
I'm
Like-
also wearing shoes.
like this. She gestures.
I don't. These are not shoes. These are hands.
I'd ask the dust to leave.
Oh, all right. Well, that was polite of you.
Usually it didn't leave on its own, but sometimes it did. It was weird.
All right. Well, we'll get to the bottom of that mystery in 1,000 years. Oh dear. I'm guessing there's like a sitting area in the children's section, like some chairs.
Yes, there are.
I'm gonna sit in one of the tiny chairs.
Very good.
Just take a deep breath. Monster dust. All right.
I don't think it was really monsters. But
You said sometimes it would leave.
that doesn't mean something's a monster.
It means it's alive.
There's a lot of things that are alive.
Typically not dust. Did the dust ever talk to you? Tell you to do things?
Sometimes it would make me sneeze.
Oh,
Which I didn't
yeah, I
really-
mean, that's just normal dust shit. Alright.
I didn't really like it when it did that.
Nothing wicked or cruel.
Kill Ron.
Yeah. I know he lost my mirror. Give it back. Okay. You never...
Is there anything you want to look for?
Maybe like the magic plants and things
Sure.
of that sort.
Sure. Absolutely. Make an investigation check for me. Unless Twig would ask the librarian, which I imagine she would not.
No. 19.
Okay.
You sounded sad. Oh, 19.
I didn't roll above a 20.
Holy shit! Like, excuse me?
John, play a rogue. You'll be
Yeah, like, what the fuck, man? Oh, jeez.
It's
Just
my
a
math.
19.
How I do math in my head. Not very good.
Sadly.
Mhm. That's fair.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Okay. Who told stories?
Me and Oberon.
You and Oberon? I thought you said you didn't tell
I
stories.
didn't tell that many stories. Mainly about the dust.
Mainly about the dust.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean only about the dust. What about things other than the dust?
Sometimes there were socks that I would
That
find.
existed?
Yeah.
Under the desk.
Under other things sometimes.
What other things?
Sometimes they were under the bed.
Was it a big bed?
It's a pretty big bed.
Was it a... How many pillows were on the bed? This is actually an important question.
She starts counting on her fingers. It was a lot of pillows.
More than 10?
There were more than 10 pillows.
Yeah.
Did Ron sleep in this bed?
Mm-hmm.
On the pillows?
They were removed.
Did Ron sleep on the pillows?
Not all of them at the same time.
Some pillows some nights and other pillows other
Yeah,
nights?
sometimes you don't want to sleep on the same thing every night.
I don't know that, no.
Sometimes you sleep on the bed. Sometimes you sleep on the floor. Sometimes on a couch.
You sleep on the floor?
Some nights.
Why?
1 and 2.
Why?
Change of scenery. Did you?
Scenery? But you're in the same room.
It's a big room. Lots of places to sleep.
Okay.
As I overhear this conversation, I just close the book slowly and squint my eyes. He needs rest. Not you, Ron.
No, I know.
Requires sleep.
So I was trying to understand about these pillows. How big they were, whether or not they contain a human man.
Comfy pillows.
Yeah. Man-sized pillows.
Decorative.
Murdery pillows.
Oh no!
You find a book called Magical Flora and Their Uses by Solomon Dade.
Oh, that guy again.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Traveled around, did a lot of stuff.
What was the name of the hero from the story again?
From
Yeah.
the one that you read?
Yeah, I missed it when you said
Sure,
it.
the scary ghost.
Yes. Sirikar, the hunting ghost.
The ghost hunter.
Yeah, Cyri.
Lurtzog.
C. The A and the E together.
Oh man,
Yep.
is that?
Mm-hmm.
And then R.
I've never written that.
Mm-hmm.
I meant to ask that the first time you said it, but I wasn't fast enough.
Yep. Anything else that anyone would like to do in the library?
Just gonna put the 2 books that I have out away,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna go up to the front counter and just put 4 gold on the table.
Sure.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anything else I can help you with today?
Nope, that's it.
Very good.
You said 1 week, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, if it's longer, it is acceptable within the city. then it's just a scent board.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Which books, by chance, rather than search?
Oh, all right, I'll just pull them out
Yeah.
individually and show them.
Yeah. He writes the titles down.
Stamp the back of them.
Thank you. Just so we know which ones to rescribe, should anything happen to them.
Of course.
Thank you.
Illustrate.
Yeah. They have to redraw.
Please.
I hate it!
No, not draw. You said pop up. Cut it out.
The graphic.
Oh.
They have to re-enchant the book. Oddly enough, the porn book is the most expensive one to make.
Right?
It's got pop-up and enchantments in it.
Well, guess I'll take a breather and slowly elevate myself from the small chair in the children's section.
Mm-hmm.
I'll continue to describe the many pillows.
Okay. Just gonna pat you on the top of the head.
There's a big orange one
Uh-huh.
with a button on it.
Kind of button.
It's like a brown button.
Was it in the middle of the pillow?
Yeah.
Was it on one side or both sides?
I think it was only on one side.
Did you ever look at the other side of the pillow?
It was a pretty big pillow. I don't think I flipped it over.
Did you ever ask Ron to flip over any of the pillows?
No.
Did you ever see Ron flip over pillows?
Yeah, we throw them around.
He would throw them around, or we would throw them around?
He would.
Okay. Throw them at you?
No. That
Throw
would be
them-
mean.
Throw them at the dust?
Probably not on purpose.
Oh.
That would make the pillows dusty.
Did he ever throw the pillows up
Mainly onto the floor.
so that he could get in the bed?
Yes.
And then in the morning he would
Get out of the bed.
pick the pillows up,
Throw some of them back on the bed.
leave some on the floor. Mm-hmm. And then he left the room?
Mhm.
And you stayed in the room?
Yeah. Sometimes I put the pillows back on the bed.
I thought you said you couldn't lift the pillows.
That was just the orange one. The orange one was really big. There were some smaller pillows.
Okay. Were you smaller then than you are now?
I thought everyone here was small.
Because of how big Ron was.
Yes.
Okay.
But I was bigger, I think. So I really don't know.
Okay.
I think this is my normal size.
Okay.
Some secret rolls going on across the table.
At this point, I would
15.
walk
Okay.
up to you guys. Just in the middle of this pillow conversation.
It's a really important pillow conversation.
Mm-hmm. Did you have a favorite pillow?
There was one that was really soft.
Uh-huh.
I would sleep on that one sometimes.
How does Marcus look? Do you look like pale or afflicted with anything?
See all the life leave my face. Just hollow, empty, listless eyes. Uh-huh.
Why are you talking about pillows?
She...
There were a lot of pillows. I was telling Marcus about the pillows.
Yes.
Is there visible pain in your eyes?
He asked what was in Oberon's room.
Oh,
Pillows and dust.
pillows and dust?
There was some dust, yes.
That's it?
I mean, there were other things. There was a desk,
Books?
a bed. That's where most of the pillows were. There were some books, some paper.
Is there any, like, sleepy
Jewelry.
time potions or...
I think he had some potions. I didn't touch those.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh. Were any of the pillograms, like stitched with any kind of words or letters on them? Like live, love, laugh?
Live, love, fuck tits.
Live. Dot. Laugh. Laugh. Titania.
Did any of them have anything on them?
Sure.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What would they say?
I don't remember.
Okay.
There's some in other languages.
Do you remember what languages?
Make a history check for me if you want.
Yeah.
Did any of them
Tell me
look
what's on the
like-
list.
Did any of them look like what Dudley makes?
That's what I'm
3. Beautiful. Squiggles.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't read the pillows.
Hmm.
Did any of them look like what Dudley makes?
No, they definitely didn't order from Dudley.
Low
the
quality.
Pillow King, Don.
Low quality pillows,
right?
then.
Well, I mean, we couldn't really get over here that easily. To be fair. That was... Apparently, the doors are mostly closed.
Right, yeah, that whole situation. That's
I
fair.
think it would be kind of hard.
Yeah, but that's like second priority, right? First priority is Feywater. Number 2, if you have that many pillows.
I should get him a pillow. He'd probably like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be a good idea, but probably only from the Pillow King.
That'd be the best place to get pillows from.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I would say that you would remember that they were symbols, not like words.
Oh.
But as to what those are, God knows.
I just imagine like a middle class ladies like home just covered in random pillows. Some of them have French on them for some reason, and like
Yeah, these were definitively like symbols.
oh,
Yeah, but you no idea what they are.
Okay.
You don't recognize them or have any semblance when you try to picture them. It's just like squiggly lines.
I didn't really read the pillows.
Okay. Do we know where Mr. Pigeon and Twig are? By any chance, either of you?
I can find them.
Yep.
I'll zip away.
Yep.
Marcus, are you okay?
Never better.
You seem in pain.
No, I'm just... just holds it for like 20 seconds of silence.
Just eventually I raise an eyebrow. Like,
What are we talking about?
are you okay?
Yeah, the, prison beatings really, I guess, just got to me. It's very jarring to have gone from...
Didn't you heal yourself?
Oh, yeah, I mean,
You rested?
no, like emotionally.
What? Emotionally?
Yeah.
What? I mean, but they're dead. Fine.
Yep.
Your
You're
trauma
fine.
doesn't
You're fine.
That's how that works.
You're
all
back.
right.
Really? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say?
Yep. Death makes everything better.
No, it doesn't. Come on, get up. Let's go. We gotta go get some lunch.
Yep. Glorious lunch. Another fine day.
Do you want to go back to prison? Is that what this is?
A little bit. It was warm.
Well, and just to be clear, it's the trauma from prison, not the questions from...
Yeah.
Do I need to insight check you on that? Ooh.
I'm a Pog 9, dude.
We might be tied. Hold on. This is real
We have an
bad.
accord.
Yeah, this is really bad.
We both think we know what we mean.
Oh, it's 9.
Yep. Love it. Yeah. It's just a lot sometimes, you know.
Come on. Let's go. Let's get out of the library.
Yeah. It's for the best.
You want to give me the books you took out, or?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right, my
think
bag
it's
of
a
holding.
4. Or I think I only ended up with 3 because one of them got repeated. No, because of the song. Or you have the children's book. You have a Song of Storms, right?
No, you have that one.
I have that one for you. Then yeah, I would give you all 4.
Okay.
Except that's the one about
The Huntsman.
No, that's a different book.
Oh, that's Leopold and Gale.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm sorry. You have the.
Yeah, which I'm just gonna leave. I'm not taking it with me.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go and just wait by the front desk until...
I'll zoom over and find...
Yeah, I'll say you find Twig first.
What are you doing?
Got a book.
Is that the only book you're gonna get? Do you need help finding more books?
That's it.
Just the one. Do you know where Mr. Pigeon is? I'll go find him. Well, zip away.
You zip up and zip around, and you find Mr. Pigeon.
Can I go
as well.
over these shelves, or are they all the way to the
You
ceiling?
can go over them, yeah.
So you'd probably find me making my way back, right?
Yeah.
At this point, like, if it's been long enough for me to do that, I would make my way back with my books to check out.
Sure. Yeah, so I will also mention, since you guys were at the back of the cathedral, since I neglected to mention this the last time, against this back wall, in between each of the bookshelves, there is a statue of several different gods. The exception to that is the one that is... you see all of the gods that you're aware of. You do not see Ilmater.
Sure.
That one is only a pedestal. Whatever was there has since been smashed, and the front nameplate was chiseled out.
Sure.
But the large marble pedestal is still there.
Cool. Well, yeah, I have to go look at that.
Yep.
Which guy was it?
Ilmater.
Which one is that? The
Suffering. Martyrdom.
And you would have seen that as well. Forgot to mention that.
Oof.
Yeah.
Marcus, maybe we shouldn't, not with you in this mood.
Oh, it's something I need to know.
All right.
Let me go over and, how big is the pedestal?
Pedestal is about, 3 feet by 3 feet.
Okay, so it's a square.
Yeah.
Is it on an elevated platform or is it on the solid floor?
So it's kind of like a Greek pillar looking thing where there's it extends outward, and then it would have been the statue and then something up on the roof. But in this case, it was just...
It's a very tall, thin statue?
I mean, it would have been enough for a person. 3 by 3 is still fairly sizable.
So, how tall these are? It's a cathedral, right?
Yeah. They would not have gone all the way to the ceiling. They were
Okay.
not,
Okay.
enormous.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was like,
You said
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
no,
I was
no.
like,
Slender God!
No, they were
I
not
don't want that
enormous.
guy!
But yeah, it is on a there is wood that comes up, and then this on top of it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna... Well... plaque on the, front, in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the rest of them have the name of the god carved into the
Yeah.
stone. This one has been chiseled out.
Well, I mean... I'm gonna start feeling the stone.
Sure.
Height, start in the middle, go out the sides, go to corners, meet, come back to center, out the side, down to corners, back to center.
Yep, just kind of along the whole face of it. Sure, make an investigation check for me with advantage because you've described specifically what you're doing.
Shabam! It's an 18 on the die. I don't have
Yeah.
I have a 1, so 19.
Yeah, so as you feel the face of this, you feel the faint kind of imprint of where a foot would have been carved.
Sure.
And you feel along the sides, and as you get to the back where it meets the wall, as you reach down, you feel a notch carved inward that your hand fits into, and you feel like a grip almost. Someone grabs you and pulls you. You feel like a place to put your fingers.
I'll put my fingers.
Yep.
Squeeze.
And you feel and hear something click. And the marble begins to rise at the back.
Yeah, slightly. Because I wouldn't be really applying pressure. I'm not trying to do this to a point where if I think that pressure needs to be done by me,
Sure, got it.
that I would be applying that pressure.
Understood.
Because I don't want to do this in the middle of the day.
Got it. Understood. Yes, so then it does not click and move, but you
again,
you
like, I'm
feel-
still, like, I would squeeze,
Absolutely.
but I wouldn't, like, lift or push or
Sure.
slide or anything like those. Like, if I squeeze and I hear a click and I feel, like, a slight jarring,
Yes.
I would hold
Okay. Sure.
and then slowly release.
Okay.
Do I
Perfect.
hear, like, a click again?
You
Is
do
it
hear a click again as it undoes what
Is
you've
it
grabbed.
really audible?
No.
So, like, me, like, leaning against, I barely hear a click.
Yes, it's quiet.
Cool.
Would I hear it?
Standing next to him? Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, loud enough in the vicinity that you would hear it,
Sure.
not at the front,
Mm-hmm.
with all of the books muffling the sound.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Marcus calls me! I'll let you rot down there!
Right. Yeah, I would release and slowly move my hand back, and I'm guessing it's, like, back right side. You said where it, like, meets the wall?
Yeah, so it would be physically the back side. There's
Okay.
like a gap that you can
Gotcha.
slide, because it's kind
Okay.
of if this is the back wall, it's kind of angled
Okay.
and then has the base a little bit smaller than the rest
Okay.
of it. So you kind of get your hand into that space.
Sure. Okay. Well, guess we, should go to dinner.
What are you talking? We're gonna skip lunch?
Lunch, that's right. The sun is out.
Yeah, and you look like you could use some, but you can't. You can't go outside.
Is there a big difference between lunch and dinner?
What? When did you get here?
I've been zipping around. I found them.
Lunch is in the middle of the day. Dinner's at night. Usually a bigger meal.
Time is it?
It's probably like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Sure.
Probably too early.
3 o'clock.
Pat Dandelion on the back and lean down and quietly whisper, I think you should ask the young master many of your questions.
Did you just knock her out of the air? That's where her wings are.
He's a very wise man. He gives good answers.
That's true. He told me a lot about lunch and dinner just now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did.
I just knew that.
I know, it's crazy, right? How could one man know so many things? He's probably read that in one of these books.
It's a 17 on stealth. So, back the fuck out of this situation.
Sure, what are your passives?
I'm a 10, dude.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know the shit. I don't think any of us, other than Mr. Pigeon, is gonna have a passive
probably.
perception
Yeah, I
of
guess
magic
that's
close
fair.
to that eye.
16.
Yeah, so Rin just steps back and dips down and
Just down aisle. Woo,
I'll fly
gone.
up and find him. Fly up.
yeah, you see her like standing on top of the bookcase.
Why are you running?
Oh,
Is there... Marcus, do we have to go?
I'm like silent running, like that.
he's very, very excited for lunch. You should ask him what we're having.
What do you want to eat for lunch?
Just keep running to the front.
Maybe he doesn't want lunch.
Maybe you should go see if he wants something other than lunch. Get him.
Follow. Follow her into the front.
Is anybody else here? Are either of you at the front?
Just gonna look at them.
You guys would be at this point.
I was gonna say I was on my way
Yeah.
up, and
Yeah.
then you found me. I don't know if this happened before or
Sure.
after.
I think it was after.
Yeah, it would be
after.
out there.
Okay, so
You
yeah,
went to
I would
the-
have been around.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to corral everyone really successfully.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
Time to go.
Apparently it's time for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Heading-
I have to go get the Wanderer. Did we get his name?
All
Is it
he
just
just said
a
is the
wanderer?
wanderer.
He's called the Wanderer.
I have to go get him.
Very, very
Uh-huh.
trustworthy
Yep.
man.
He's down the street.
Yep.
So you can wait here?
Yep.
I'll go get him.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'll
You zip on over and you see him standing outside the cart.
Are you ready to depart?
Mm-hmm.
I shall move my carriage to the gate.
Very good, thank you.
I'm just gonna look at Marcus after she leaves the building and just silently nod to him and enjoy the silence.
Just the real reason I loved prison. It wasn't the temperature.
So cruel.
It was the sweet, sweet quiet.
I thought we were friends.
I love how he's like just sitting there, just so, and you're like, prison was rough for him. He's like, wasn't prison.
As Marcus just locks the door.
We live here now, young master.
Quick,
Porn for the rest of our lives.
back, to the back. I don't think she heard the clicking.
Yeah, right. We can flee into the vault. Oh my god.
Dandelion flies back to the door, and you see the Wanderer's carriage pull into view right outside the gate.
Single tear. She comes back.
Good job.
He was right where he said he was going to be.
That's good.
He's very easy to find.
Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very conspicuous man.
What does that word mean?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We'll never need to use it. Just gonna walk down the steps.
Holy shit! Wait, Marcus, we didn't learn the librarian's
So mean.
I call Marcus. We didn't learn the librarian's handshake.
Yeah, you're right. Slowly turn and make my way back up the library steps.
If you're tired, we don't have to go back in. I can ask him next time. We have to take the books back, right?
Yes, we do, in a week.
Mm-hmm.
But there might be a returner's handshake. Or a renter's handshake.
I don't know anything about renting.
Neither do
I've
I.
never had to rent anything.
Neither have I. We'll figure it out in 7 days. Who knows?
Hopefully he takes the books back.
We could be dead by then.
Just hear that hint of hope in your voice when you say it.
What was the rental fee for the? It was one per
One
book.
per book, yeah. We could be dead by then.
Oh, thank God.
I'll
Thank you, Mater. Oh, take me.
I'll fly on top of the carriage
Mhm.
and sit there while Marcus walks
What?
over to it. What?
The carriage?
No!
Yeah,
Don't fly up there. I'll just kind of like, just real quick.
I'm just keeping watch to see if anyone's watching us
Just
or
wave you,
around.
just wave you down as I
Yeah,
get in.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Why does this keep closing? Dirty 20.
It does not appear as if a single soul is paying attention to you guys. There are people moving about this scholar's district, all dressed in like robes and very, scholarly outfits, carrying like stacks of books and papers and things, and they are not paying any attention to you whatsoever.
Just gonna crawl into the back and look at the coffin.
Just sit next to it like before. I'm just gonna whisper, I can lock it if you want. It'll only take 20 minutes.
Oh no, there's still things that need to be done, young master. But thank you. I appreciate it.
Maybe less. It's like close.
Yeah. Relax inside of the coffin in the carriage.
Very good.
Not gonna remotely worry about our possibly suicidal paladin.
Call Lawrence.
Everyone's in the carriage, I assume.
Yes, everyone is in.
Fly back down.
Very good. Yeah, you scout around and don't see anybody paying any attention to you.
That's good.
Yeah. Midna is in Lawrence's chair.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to address that when he gets in.
Sounds like his problem.
He might be upstairs.
He's probably petting Toast.
Probably.
Oh, poor Toast.
Poor Toast.
He just wants some food. forever.
So
He
hungry.
likes pets.
He wants infinite food.
Yeah.
He only likes pets because it thinks he's gonna give him food.
No, he likes being pet.
Oh, okay. So he likes two things then.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Pillows.
He plays. he's a sweet cat.
You've told me that he only thinks about
Just
food.
flash
though.
the
He does
living
definitely
room
always
lights.
think about, like, it's always there.
Poor boy.
It's really
This is
funny.
upstairs.
We had to
Check. I'm gonna eat water anyway.
we had to feed him early one day because we were going out. We weren't going to be home for food time. It was normally his sleeping time.
Midna, what are you doing?
Open the food bowl to feed him. He came running into the kitchen with like the sleepiest eyes. Like he had clearly just been in a very deep sleep and had woken up because he heard the food open. He did not expect it to possibly open any time near that point.
Must have been so excited.
Yeah, because he gets like
He's really happy.
he's ready like ahead of time. He's like, all right, any hour now, any minute now, it's gonna be food time.
It's obviously soon. Oh my goodness, there's a sixth player?
There's-
Midna,
There's
Midna is in
there's
your
been
chair.
a sixth player. I don't know.
Hello.
Sarah, do you want to get the little cushion that's under the table? Should be by your feet, I think.
Do what with it?
Just maybe put it over by the door, like in front of the door that she tries to break into and maneuver her.
Yeah, I could put the cat that I brought.
She doesn't seem to want that.
No, none of them. I spent good money on that cat.
I know.
bed. None of them want to sleep in it. It's a hammock.
I don't like it.
Little cat hammock.
We'll be right back. We're gonna take a quick break.
But you don't want to just stare at me?
I mean, I'm going to anyway.
Oh shit.
We'll be right back.
Do it. With that people.
Enchanted Tavern.
Yes. Yeah, so you guys... Hello, everyone. We're back. You guys make your way back to the tavern and make your way downstairs. Shay, you arrive at roughly the same time as they pull up in the carriage. So if you guys would like to roleplay amongst yourselves to discuss anything that you would like during your lunch, feel free to do that. And then when you guys are done, we will jump to dinner with Captain Emmerick.
Lunch and then dinner?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. As I open the coffin, was it airtight in there?
What? Oh, yeah. Where are we?
Well, we're at the tavern, the inn.
Oh, that's right. It's lunch.
Right.
Good. It was great. Feeling better.
Yeah?
No.
Ooh.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I feel great again, Rin.
You probably need another night's sleep.
Yes, I do, in fact, need exactly that. I'll feel much better afterwards. Well,
I'll help you out.
thank you.
I'll keep guard again.
Mm-hmm.
Fly out.
Yeah, make a perception check for me.
I think it's a 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Doesn't appear like anybody is really paying you much mind. Carriages pass through this area pretty frequently, and this is not a heavily trafficked street. Intentionally so.
Did
I'll
you
leave
two
it
find
running.
any books?
I got a book.
Yeah, I would have checked out books on Salune, little stack.
Ooh, very good. What book did you get, Twig?
Pull it out. It's magical flora and their uses.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good. Looks like we'll have a lot of reading to do, young master.
Yes. But Dandelion can also read.
Yes, she can. Thank
Help
God.
us out.
Yes.
Of course.
You'll be able to help us with our
Why wouldn't I?
studies.
I wasn't implying that you couldn't.
He's saying you'll be very helpful. You'll be good at taking notes.
Mhm.
Have you ever taken notes before?
No.
Well, you'll learn, and you'll be very good at that also. You're good at a lot of things.
I'm good at some things. I'm not good at being big.
Not everybody is.
Mm.
And that's all right. You need small things sometimes.
I'm pretty good at being small, though.
You're very good at being small. What do you want for lunch?
What are our lunch options?
Sky's the limit.
That's...
Clouds. Clouds.
I want the
Now!
I would like to eat the moon, please.
Right? Yeah. Seriously.
Big wheel of cheese.
It's not a wheel, it's a Pac-Man.
It's true. Yeah, whatever you want.
I want-
There's
Grilled cheese.
very good. Can make that happen.
Cheese on bread.
Anyone else want anything?
Chef's choice.
All right.
A hearty stew.
All right.
Thank you.
Of course.
Stew's fine.
Okay.
You don't want the
Oh,
usual?
shit.
Oh, hey.
Oh, guys. God. Shay's here.
You're very tired.
I'm very tired. Several days of torture. Doesn't really leave the body all at once.
That's why you need more soup.
It's fair.
I'll bring you 2 stews.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You're an angel.
Stew.
Thank you.
Is it Scarlet?
For you too. Okay.
Meat.
Uh.
Surprise meat.
Okay.
Not,
Sure.
Not cooked or cooked?
Not cooked.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you roll a d6?
You have a meat table? The legitimate table of legitimacy. I see.
1.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be beef then. It's pretty basic. If it was like a 6, it would have been something weird. Dragon meat, perhaps.
Oh shit!
Be me.
Yeah. Yeah, so she takes your orders and rushes back upstairs and comes back with a delicious bevy of food that you have ordered. Raw steak for you. I didn't know if you wanted it cut up or not with the... Okay. I didn't think so. And for you, Paul, she's got a nice piece of grilled meat. Also roll a d6 for me. It was chef's choice.
1.
Delicious steak. Raw and regular.
I'm sorry?
No, it's a really good grilled steak. Some potatoes that have been cooked and then smashed and like cracked up, like mini potatoes that have been cooked, smashed, and then sprinkled with like some Parmesan on.
Do I see knuckle marks?
No. This is a tool of some
Okay.
kind. Shaped like a hand.
This,
All
is,
right.
this is an ice cream shop.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. Chef's choice, how well cooked is the steak?
Well done.
Well, if you well done me, I'll fucking be so pissed. Oh, don't well done me.
It's
Come
not
on.
well done.
Listen, it's not. Look,
it's
I know I didn't pick, but like,
Yeah.
come on. I mean,
it's a little on the rare side. Like maybe a little more than it should be.
that's fine.
Yeah.
No, I ate that.
Okay.
That's good.
That potatoes, some Parmesan cheese sprinkled on it. It's good stuff. You guys have a delicious beef stew.
I ordered grilled cheese.
You have grilled cheese.
Now I got a stew anyway.
Yeah. You have grilled cheese.
Now, if you gave
have
me
steak.
stew, then that's
No,
fine.
You
but-
have She brought everything that you guys ordered.
Okay.
You have a grilled cheese that's been cut into
stew.
There's a little bowl of soup with it, and you can see that the grilled cheese itself has clearly been made from like 2 grilled cheeses and has been cut out with like a little smiley face shape.
This is really cute food. It's happy. I'll hold it up.
It's the happiest I've ever seen food be.
I'm gonna dunk it in the soup and I eat it.
She passes out a bunch of cups and sets out a large container of tea, a large container of an ale, and a large container of milk as well as some ice. Not in the milk. What you choose to do with that is up to you. And then she leaves.
We're the only people down here.
Yeah. Let me know if you need anything else.
Thank you.
I'm gonna toss Ren one of the big ones.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
get
no.
2 little stumpy dynamites wrapped together with wire and a 2-foot long wick that they're bundled together with.
This is excessive.
And between bites of stew, I'm gonna say, here it can take down a building.
Oh boy, how big of a building?
1 story. Unless you'd set it off in the bottom story of a taller building.
Perfect.
There's safeties on it. Some sort of enchantment. Won't go off if there's people within 10 feet. Not that that would do much good if they were further than 10 feet and in the building, but...
Just wait till I level up. They'll be gone.
We're murderers. Put me in the coffin.
No, we're demolitionists.
Right?
That's not true. We almost arbitrarily choose who lives and dies. We're not entirely murderers.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I just stick the dynamite in my bag.
Good. Now that we've got that, everything's fine.
Yeah. Marcus, just eat your stew.
I guess on that note, really quick, I want to light the infinite candle that I had,
Okay.
and then I want to put it in my sleeve into the thing and try to pull it out and see if it's still lit or if like it does anything weird when I put it in.
Sure.
Just experiment with that quietly while I'm eating my food.
Sure. Yeah, so you shove it into your sleeve and you pull it back out, and the moment that it exits your sleeve, you see the flame ignite again, and you can see that there's a little bit of like smoke from when you put a candle out, where it's a little more smoky than it is while it's lit. So it appears to be unlit when you put it into your weird sleeve of holding vacuous space.
Okay. And I guess I'll root around in my sleeves and make sure none of my stuff seems damaged by that and put it back in.
Sure. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
What do you pull out of your sleeves to check?
I pull out some of the balloons, make sure they're still good.
Not singed.
That's actually probably some of the few flammable things in here. My proper vestments, because I am a priest. Pull out my scarf, whatever Salune color that would be. I don't know, bright white. Like, look at that.
Yeah. So Mr. Pigeon is doing a magic trick while you're
I
eating.
don't know how rubber works.
Everything's flammable if
I don't
you
even know
try
if
hard
it's technically
enough.
rubber. I don't know. It could be like sheep intestine. I have no idea.
If it's
Yeah.
sheep intestine, I think it is. Rubber is.
We don't have to dig into
Magic.
how that works.
Yeah,
It doesn't
oh,
matter. Magic
God.
is real. Balloons
It's
can be real.
it's so much worse if it's sheep intestines.
Yeah,
You've been giving everybody.
There you go.
Go.
Especially if rubber exists and there's still sheep intestines.
No, this was a choice.
This is authentic.
Homemade.
Oh,
Every one of them's an eyeball.
Accidentally pulls out like
gathered.
a land leg. Oh.
Actually, I have a normal candle too, so like I'd pull that out and make sure it didn't light. And
Yeah, it does not when you pull it out. Yeah, it's
good
just
to
the
know.
infinite candle.
Oh, how'd the Thieves Guild go?
Fine.
Dynamite.
That's the biggest takeaway, yes. Yes. No direct information, but
Dynamite.
have someone looking into some things.
Good. Very good. We rented some books.
We got quite a few books.
Uh-huh.
Very well.
We're going to have to do a lot of reading.
Anything else at the archive?
An old man.
He was really old.
He runs into those.
Yep.
Just you have a friendly conversation about some paper. Never let you live it down.
We found Eladrel. Had good conversation with him. Turns out, he knows Galeth Sarkin. And that Galeth was one of the 4 guardians of a special place inside of the Blightwood to the south.
Any insights into what was going on back near home?
For Rin's home?
My own.
Oh. Not so much. He told us mostly of his experiments with a druid woman who was one of the guardians as well inside, and their efforts to create guardian creatures to be able to carry out their watch after they were no longer able to.
That's what the...
Yes. Strange, blighted twigs that attacked us.
Not successful then.
No, he believes that whatever sacrificial ritual was performed by Galeth Sarkin corrupted the ground and made it when the druid attempted to manifest these creatures that they came out corrupted and wicked. But that is possibly what the book that Twig rented will be about, at least in some degree. Magical plants, flora and stuff.
We got a book about metal
Hmm.
and a storybook.
We also got a book about dragons and a book about Enchanted Mirrors.
I have to read that one.
Mm-hmm.
As I didn't have any luck finding your missing mirror, although I did find where the night market is.
You know where the night market is?
Yes,
It's here in town.
under the Thieves Guild.
That's convenient. Where is that?
In the wharf.
And
There's a pathway there through the sewers, or it's underneath the Sagan Draconine.
Is that one of the doors that you read?
Yes.
So we know how to get there.
Yes, I've seen the location. Not much activity going on during the day. Night market and all.
Mm-hmm. I was wondering if that meant that
Make up your mind, Olivia.
she wants the door open.
No.
That's the decision she's made, is that if the door is not open, she's not happy. She wants to be able to come and go as she wishes.
Oh my goodness. There's her Paul.
She's figured it out.
Mm-hmm. She's like, I see you, bitch.
Well, I suppose we can go to the night market after the dinner.
Did you want to go? You seem really tired.
Yeah, we could always rest. It's an option.
I know, but I hate to let something very important to Dandelion potentially miss us by.
I did ask one of the higher-ups in the Thieves Guild to keep an eye out for any word on such a mirror. I'm afraid I only had a description.
Certainly.
Fucking God.
She is pissed.
Midnight,
She was able to get it
relax.
open earlier, so now she knows she can do it.
Describing the...
My God.
Something is gonna let me in.
It's fine. We're tearing up the carpet in like a month, so.
Goodness gracious.
Well, I mean, if you wouldn't mind taking Dandelion over so she could look around.
Could do that.
That way Marcus can sleep.
Yes. And if either of you
Start
two
pointing at me.
would like to go as well, there might be...
She's gonna get in here and open more. She's in! Oh my God! Didn't you put more boxes in the
Yeah,
way?
well, I just like stretched it out and pushed it in there differently,
If you
but
immediately walk out, I swear to God.
yeah. She just wants it open. She wants the
Can you close
ability
the
to
bathroom
enter.
door?
No. Don't do it. You know not to.
Oh, Midna.
She's fine.
There's gonna be like 4 more cats in here in a minute.
Nah, they're asleep.
I mean, they were asleep.
They were asleep. They may not be now.
But yes, anyone who would like to go with them to the night market is welcome to go. But I would definitely prefer to stay behind and rest.
I'll accompany you.
Very good.
Very well.
Well, food and then probably read some of these books before dinner. To at least try to get some kind of information about this stuff.
Very good.
Just take bites out of my smiley face. Grilled cheese.
Do you want to do the Enchanted Mirror book?
Yeah, I'll take the mirror book.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys want to think about what things specifically you're looking for in the book,
within the book.
and send them to me, and I'll figure out what information is in it.
Sure.
And we'll do that in like Discord because I don't know exactly
Sure.
what information. I'll have to think about
That's
it.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
depending on what you guys are looking for.
Okay. Do you want us to expedite to the dinner then?
Yeah, if you guys don't have anything else to discuss.
Okay.
Cool.
So we all sit down. Food.
Yep.
Thank you.
Sit down again. Food. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys,
What's for dinner?
whatever you want.
Dom,
guys
it's for
sit
dinner.
down, And Captain Emmerick and Benjamin walk in and join you, and Benjamin just looks around. Well, you're all looking wonderful today. Have a productive afternoon.
Yes. How about you?
Oh, yes, very. He reaches into his
Sack.
into his armor. I found that letter you asked about.
Yes. Thank you.
Of course.
Did you have a... Does armor have pockets?
Where I hide my important things.
No, it doesn't.
I didn't think so.
Like your immunity.
Oh, no. That is just kind of the whole deal.
Okay.
Paladin.
I'll read it aloud to this way. Chat knows. Benjamin, I saw a play recently. It was interesting. I think that I need to go see it again. I really enjoyed it. I went to find some help for the mines, but it's tough to find new workers. You know your father, working so hard to make everything work, but it has taken a lot out of him. I think we might try to take a trip, possibly away somewhere warmer for the holiday. I think that I might have heard about a place further south. It has hot sun and extremely nice shadowed places under the trees. Speaking of trees, there are some strange sharp thorns growing on our house. I told your father about them, but mentioned it too late at night to do anything about it. I have to run along now. Be well, dear. Emmeline May. And then she also signed it?
Yeah, horribly. It's a good signature, just mine isn't.
Okay.
Hers is
Because it looks like she scribbled out her own E.
No, that's just I did it very badly and did not wish to rewrite the entire letter. I should have signed it first.
You could.
It's horrid.
Why not just write her signature
Literally,
here?
it's like crossed out.
It's bad.
Dude.
It's really bad.
That's fine.
Hers is beautiful.
Great.
It's got like
looks,
5 horizontal
It's totally
lines.
fine. It's totally fine. Hers
You could
looks
have
great.
asked me to do it.
Yep.
Look what you've done to it.
Yeah, right?
Hers looks great.
Thank you.
Of course. Not really much to it. Just, like I said, her goings-ons in the city and all.
Your mom signs her name? Not like, I love you, Mom?
I guess not.
You guess not? Does she?
I mean, she used to, but...
She stopped?
Well, yeah, I just assumed, I'm older now. Don't really need that anymore. Maybe.
No longer called mom.
Oh my god!
Doesn't everyone start calling their mother by their first and last name?
Yeah, first and last name. And she signs them?
Oh, she always signed it. That's usual.
Okay. And is your mother a big fan of plays?
Probably. She tried to get me to go to some when I was younger. I didn't really want to.
Why not?
It's, not my scene.
Why not? What is a play? I've never been to one.
Well, it's like a book, but they dance around on a stage and
That sounds amazing.
sing.
Why would you not want to?
It's just not my thing. Sorry.
Marcus, I want to see
I just
your
look
play.
over him.
If you want to go to a play, all right. Well, we can look for one of those in the future.
Oh, we've got a lot of those here in the theater district, probably.
Certainly, that's a good point. Yes, of course. And What is the weather like where you grew up? Is it cold?
Sometimes hot, sometimes cold, depending on the season. It's
Really not my secret.
it's kind of uncool.
Just stayed inside.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, it's fairly climate weather. It's nothing crazy. We're pretty far to the north here, so it's not horribly hot or anything during the summer months, but like I said, nothing really very exciting. It's good to hear from her, of course. I appreciate that she writes back, but just seems like business is busy and vines growing on the house and all that.
Was that like a usual thing?
I don't think so. We have a gardener, Gerald. Cuts all of our grasses and things.
Does he cut vines usually?
Probably.
It sounds like he didn't
Not
do
really
his job.
really pay attention to good old Gerald. Played some pranks on him occasionally.
Oh,
What
yeah?
kind of
Ooh,
pranks?
what kind?
Buckets of water on top of doors and things.
What? No, I don't know what you mean.
Well, you'd open the door and it would fall and covered with water.
Wouldn't
Wait,
that
how?
hurt?
What? How?
That sounds
Leave
good.
the door partially open, you put the bucket on top, they walk in, the bucket
Open the
falls
door.
over, and psh,
Oh.
down it goes.
That doesn't sound very funny.
Well, I haven't done it in a long time. It's been 6 years.
Sounds like you would drop a
6?
bucket on someone's head.
Well, I left 5 years ago, so
How old are you?
it's a great question.
It's not really my scene.
35.
You were 29!
Fucking with the old gardener.
Oh my
I thought you were gonna
god.
say he was like 14.
This dude was turning 30, pranking his family gardener with water bucket. Are you?
Marcus, I don't think that's a very good prank. It doesn't sound very funny.
No.
Really? It doesn't sound funny, Marcus?
Not like
That doesn't sound funny? What
No,
about
it
an
doesn't.
elaborate ruse over many weeks?
Oh, that doesn't sound funny at
Right,
all.
yeah, no, that doesn't sound
Oh, I
funny.
did
Now that
set
is
up
the...
one of those, too.
Oh,
An
yeah? What'd you do?
elaborate ruse?
I hired someone to dig a hole, and I put like some
A man in it.
he jumped out, and he killed him. It was great. Loved it. I loved every minute. Just
Oh, Gerald stabbed
Gotcha, Gerald.
it was a fake weapon, but the fear in his eyes.
So worth it. 1,000 gold. Best money I've ever spent in my life.
Holy shit!
There's a man with a bat sitting outside my yard. Weeks at a time. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yep.
I was gonna say he made like a pitfall trap. Nah, he paid a man to go sit in a hole in the yard and scare Gerald when he came back from his vacation.
It's a very good ruse.
Yeah,
I think I could do a better prank.
he had food and everything. He had a whole thing set up out there, so we could just wait.
It's a good idea.
I'm gonna prank Marcus. He's very tired.
Did
Prank him
your
later.
mother call
when he's
you
not.
Benjamin?
No, Benny. I just assumed with me being a famous knight and all, now Benjamin's more formal. I appreciated it very much.
She didn't write sir.
Am I a sir? I guess I am.
You're a knight.
Well, I suppose.
What?
I suppose that makes sense. Yes.
It's Sir Emmerick.
I'll have to tell her next time to write Sir Benjamin on there. It'll be good.
Yes.
Hadn't considered that.
Well, we can write it right now.
Sure.
I'm gonna pull out a loose leaf pen and a
There you
quill
go.
for him. No. I'm gonna hand it to Benny Boy. I want to know if he can write.
What are these funny little letters?
Why is everything all
I used to
jumbled?
pay Gerald to
It's
read to
actually
me.
the first time I've heard the letter. Thank you.
I didn't realize she wrote Benjamin.
Thought she was like, jamming.
Yeah, right.
Been jamming.
Right? Oh, God.
No,
Dandelion, you can read.
He can write.
Here you go.
Okay. All right.
You just read it though.
Yeah.
What am I?
I want to see if you feel anything from those words, Dandelion.
She doesn't say too much.
Uh-huh.
What kind of play did she see? Is it like a carnival play?
I don't know. It could have been Mr. Pigeon. Were you in... Oh, it couldn't have been Mr. Pigeon. Twig, what's wrong? Is she on the bed?
No, she's just walking around.
Okay.
She won't sleep on that bed.
No. Does she actually really not like it?
None of them like it. I think I caught Smaug sleeping on it once.
Captain Emmerick looks over. I did manage to find out some information about what the kingdom received in exchange for returning the princess.
Oh, yes?
Yes, I need to flip back in my notes.
He's not on a swivel chair while he's saying this, right? With the cat.
He's accidentally swiveling away from us. Oh, sorry. Found some... Oh, okay.
The gold mine that you mentioned.
Yes.
They received private access to a portion of the mine, so that way they could send workers over to work in it and get gold for themselves, as well as jobs in the elven portion for additional workers.
Understood. Do you know if they've begun to send men over?
I think so. Quite immediately, yes.
Okay.
Standing by, so I heard.
And you had given us the Elven Kingdom's name now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know if they are sending any more men? Let me put down this cat real quick.
I think so. This is just the initial group that's going to set up the mine, but I believe other workers will be going later, yes.
Alright. If you don't mind, possibly trying to find...
Ow.
If you don't mind.
Damn, alright.
Right?
She's upset.
If you don't mind trying to find out when the next group of people will be going over towards...
Sure.
I think it would be good if we can try to establish some kind of understanding, maybe, with some of the men that are being sent over there for work. And if we can try to find out about whether or not the people have any expertise in certain things being mined. Young Master, do you know anything about the dynamite that you have?
Sorry?
Like how it's made?
How it's made?
Yes. What's in it?
Isn't it magic?
No. I'm assuming I wouldn't know how it's made.
No, you can make a history check for your readings about, like, you guys collected a bunch of different information on stuff. I don't think you would definitively know about dynamite, but you might have like an idea about a piece.
You said history?
Yes.
Stop.
Ooh, you're being attacked.
What are you doing, ma'am?
That's gonna be a 13.
Okay. Yeah, you would remember reading about like explosive powders and things like that, and different types of like magical powders and things that were used for
Combustibles?
Yeah, combustibles, things of like, there's like dusts that can cause people to choke and stuff like that. Like, you would know that there's a lot of things that when ground down can be used for other purposes,
right?
As including combustibles.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I don't think you would have definitively seen like, here's the dynamite.
Yeah, a diagram for how it's made or what the ingredients are.
But that it has multiple purposes.
Things when ground down have multiple uses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really, but...
We don't know whether or not what's in it is something that could be mined.
Oh, most likely, yeah.
They're sending... You said people to a particular spot within the mines?
They just had a portion of the gold mine set aside for them. I don't know that it was a particular spot or not, just a section of the mine.
Okay.
Given to them as a gesture of returning this princess.
When you said particular, I thought like, I'm gonna infer like, hey, there's weird shit in that corner.
Yeah.
There might be.
Might be.
We don't know yet.
Absolutely.
But I want to make sure I ask whatever weird dwarf man's going over there, Grimdar, that you look out for weird rocks in the walls.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Purple topaz. No, Grimdar! Damn it! That's not real! Uh-huh.
Then I'll make it real.
Anything, Dandelion?
It doesn't.
Where'd the note go? Oh, God! Oh, you guys can look.
He's noticed. I can't look at it anymore.
I don't know super well, but it seems like the sentences are weird.
What do you mean? Weird sentences.
Why are there breaks in the sentences?
Like periods?
Commas?
Uh-huh.
In the middle of the sentence.
Sometimes there are things called appositive phrases in which people are trying to import other subsections of information within the sentence. Like a clause.
I don't know what that all means. But it doesn't.
The fuck? Marcus, the more you talk, the less I trust you.
I'm a paladin. I'm immune. Right, Benny? Yeah! My guy!
Not saved.
Almost gave away that stuff.
But yes, that is.
Yeah, so again, if you don't mind trying to see when the next group of people will be sent out, and if you know any of the individuals or friends of friends or family members, anything like that, any potential personal connection.
Of course. Yes.
I'm not looking to have anybody do anything, just
Understood.
information.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm.
You were talking about commas?
Mm-hmm.
Like that one?
Yeah. And that one?
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of them.
Yes, it's like she's pausing. Like she's thinking.
Mm.
Some people write the way that they think.
I do.
Uh-huh. John can say that I think that those commas are the DM thinking.
It is.
There's so many.
Possible to tell.
That's how I write.
I know.
Did you?
No, genuinely, like, and it's not like it's grammatically incorrect.
No.
It's you're totally
I'm
permitted
trying to find something here.
I'm also gonna. I will tell you, there may or may not be something in there. I'm not going to tell you that there is or isn't. The commas do not have anything to do with it.
Are you sure though?
If there is anything, it's not the commas.
Yeah.
The
It could
commas
be the
are
commas.
purely coincidental.
Yeah.
If you form all the commas together, it's one great letter.
You've also capitalized "it's" a bunch of times.
Yeah, that's also.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see this. What the fuck?
Should turn it sideways.
Yeah, it says the return of the alert song.
Racial rise.
Yeah, I don't know. The grammar was odd, but okay.
I couldn't tell if it was train of thought or if you were actually.
I, the
pausing.
character, don't believe that there's anything in this letter from his mother to him beyond what you read, which just sounds like she was telling him about her life.
Okay.
I don't know much about mothers, but it doesn't sound like she wrote it.
What?
Who do you think wrote it?
I don't know.
His father?
But that'd be weird if
If Gerald wrote it?
if
That's why she's signature.
Totally not Gerald.
if the person I know called me Dandelion.
Well, he didn't ever call you Dandelion.
Mm-hmm.
But he is Benjamin. He's named Benjamin. Did your mother name you?
Yes.
Yes. It's weird that she calls him Benjamin because she used to call him Benny. Ron calling you Dandelion would be weird because Ron never called you Dandelion.
He did once, and I had to correct it because he doesn't know.
Yeah.
I think he does now.
I don't
Okay.
Because when you were talking
If you called
to
me
him, I
that, I
think
don't know.
you would have for sure referred to her as Dandelion.
Maybe.
He did refer to her as the other name, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So he knows now. He didn't when I said it the first time.
My
Hello,
secret-
Dandelion.
It's not canon. It's fine.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
But it could be.
I also found out The next group of soldiers is making their way to the city. It should be about 5 days' time.
What group of soldiers?
The ones from the war front.
Or John Dar to eat their souls.
Oh, that's bad.
Yes. That's when we're going to try to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we only kill at night.
Yes.
That's probably true.
No, that was a conversation we had.
Mm-hmm.
Also probably true, though.
You care if I keep this letter, Benjamin?
Not remotely.
It's not really my scene. Really like that written word thing.
Yeah, I have others. That was just the one that I found.
Oh.
They're somewhere.
So, did you write the letter to your mother?
Yes. I've gotten a hello so far. Probably take me a bit to think out.
What do you mean?
Well, I wrote the stuff about...
what do you mean you can't DM
calling
and
me
write the
sir.
letter at the same time? That's not a problem.
No!
Just gonna look at Sir Emmerick.
Do you think there's a code?
Huh?
I already got it. Turn of the alerts, Onyx, man. Yeah, there you go.
I see it.
Oh, there it is. It's right there.
If you read it backwards.
Right.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
We're gonna end there for the
Ooh, does the statue start moving?
Yeah. The walls start closing in like Indiana Jones.
Holy shit. Well, good luck everyone else.
Misty step.
What are you pointing at?
One, then two, then three, then four, then
So
five.
you're actually counting though.
Uh-huh. That's what I was counting.
Yeah.
Literally, I looked at it and like straight because I DM also and I've done this shit. It's literally I need help. Oh, all right. Hi, mom.
That's why the comments are there.
Uh-huh. It's not.
I know.
Genuinely not. That's just, I write how I speak.
Yeah, I think it's I need help. Father taken away.
Shadowed.
Herd is
Yes,
Oh,
correct.
for that one.
Heard.
Shadowed
Shadowed
thorns.
thorns.
Because, like, that's the other thing. Like, literally, I looked at the words and I was like, bitch says shadowed thorns, like, in adjacent lines.
Shadowed thorns.
Probably mentioned.
It is.
Okay. I don't know about the
Well,
last line.
it's run.
Well.
Well?
What is
like
it?
the well?
Run.
Run?
Run?
Oh, sure.
Run.
Okay. Oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was the one I was
Message-
counting.
Yeah, the message is I need help, father taken away, herd shadowed thorns mentioned, run. Solved my letter puzzle.
I did it. It was all me. I knew all along. I just want to make sure John could figure it out.
Well, that's why I asked, because it's like, I literally looked at it and went, I need help. Yep, okay. Well, I don't just want to immediately, within 0.8 seconds, go, I know John, I need help. Okay.
I mean, that's why it is written very deliberately. Like, I have it typed out in a Google document. The commas were not mistakes. That is just, that is literally how it's typed out, because that's how I write.
I could tell you were trying to do something. I just couldn't figure
absolutely.
out
Yep.
what it was. Uh-oh. That's fine. Dandelion would not have picked up on that. Probably.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, I would 100%. I mean, he's here. I don't really care. He seems like he's fine with whatever. I would repeat that phrase. That's what that letter says, man.
I don't think so. I've read it, and I don't...
Do I have a pen? Is there a pen nearby?
Ren's got pens.
Rins, can I borrow?
Here's my pen.
Here you go.
Yeah.
There's Ben. He's got his fucking pen. It's fuck.
I gave it to him to write the letter.
No, I know, but she just asked, are there pens? And he's like, there's pens around.
I don't want to interrupt! You're talking.
Pens around. Get your own. This one's
He's
mine now.
struggling trying to write a letter.
He's He's over here getting like the letter sweats. Ooh-wee, these letters are rough.
H-E.
Oh, no, he doesn't write like that.
The fucking full hand grip.
Oh,
dude.
no. How many times did he write? How many circles did he make?
It just says hello on the whole thing. You got any more paper? Read really big.
He's gonna write a book
no.
saying hi.
No, I don't.
All right.
We can
He didn't actually.
Underlining it for him.
write like a child?
No, he writes like a normal human being.
I know what it is. I'll hand it back to him.
Or does it say
Hey, dude, like, look. Dandelion underlined it. Dandelion.
Do we repeat names now?
Yes, sometimes for emphasis to indicate how intelligent our friend is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Marcus.
There you go.
I don't know what that means though.
You don't know anything about the shadowed thorns?
You should probably know about them.
Can't say that I've heard of it.
That's bad.
Literally never. A terrible corrupt syndicate that is involved politically in your kingdom?
That sounds horrible. Somebody should really deal with that.
That's what we're here to literally do.
Can I do
Oh,
an
is that what
insight?
John Dar's involved in?
Yes.
Oh, well then great. This problem will solve itself. We're going to solve it.
Can I,
It's not solve itself.
It's like fucking solved, idiot.
can
We're
I
going
insight
to.
check his reaction?
Sure.
To
yeah.
the shadowed thorns thing,
Yeah.
or to the...
Just in
We'll
general,
solve
does
it.
he actually seem concerned at
Yeah,
all?
you can roll insight to see what you get off of that.
Probably not. I'm just gonna
Never
say
know.
probably
He's a
not.
charisma guy.
I trust him. He's immune.
Yeah, right?
A 12.
I mean, he doesn't give any reaction that seems different than the other stuff that he is or is not aware of. It's just kind of all. He's pretty open with you guys about stuff of like he doesn't really like he keeps secrets if they need to be, but he's just he's a pretty an open book with you, and Captain Emmerick said the same. So doesn't seem like it seems like his reaction is as genuine as anything else has been.
You should probably know about those.
Well, we're going to deal with it. I was busy saving a princess, so.
Yes.
But that's
When was that?
week ago.
Oh, that was
More than that, I sailed across the sea and back.
Careful, Mike. Careful.
What do you do?
Don't do it.
About a month ago.
Certainly. Well, you know what you need to do. For the next 5 days, you don't say the words shadowed thorns to anybody but the people in this room.
I didn't remember what they were until you said it again.
Good.
Then forget it.
Forget it.
Forget what?
Exactly. Who's got what?
I don't know.
Love them.
Did you have any soup?
Yeah.
I haven't yet, no.
Yeah,
not
get
today.
Get
I
some
have a second stew.
Oh, thank you.
That was from lunch. You didn't finish that?
Haven't had my daily soup yet today.
It's cold. It's great.
Oh, I love cold soup.
There you go.
Is it like a cucumber base?
No, it's beef stew.
Oh, even better.
Vegetables. Yes.
Sorry,
There's
cucumber
no
base?
Yeah, like a
Did
cold cucumber soup.
Did he look at it? It doesn't.
What? Did not look at it.
I'm assuming there's nothing.
Absolutely nothing definitively would make this cucumber soup in any universe at all.
It might be cucumber soup.
Could be. Maybe you'll find cucumbers in there.
I think there is cucumbers in there. Actually.
I don't think so.
Damn.
That's a
Yes.
funny prank.
Well,
Gonna
we
just
tried. That's a very funny
he
thing.
holds it and just cast burning hands. Just heat this up a little bit. This will be a few minutes.
I didn't know you could do magic.
A little bit.
What else can you do?
The usual smites and things of godly wrath.
That's all you need.
Yeah. No, things that you can cast on other people to scare them or get them to do things? Charm them?
I usually just, charm them, please.
Like I need magic.
I don't need magic for that. my dear boy.
It is useful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that much magic. Mostly just the, holy smites and things of that nature. This as well seemed useful.
Yes. Who taught you magic?
Oh, my mother.
Your mother knows magic?
Yes.
Your
Used
mother
to
also...
light the plants on fire. Me, not her.
Oh. Oh. Was your mother a paladin as well?
No.
What kind of magic did your mother do, do you know?
Clerical work.
Oh. So she
I
healed
think that's
people.
what it was called.
She healed people?
Yes. That's right.
Did she do anything other than heal people?
Not really. It was something she did in her spare time when she wasn't, helping my father with the business.
Does your father know magic?
No. Dumb as a brick.
How's the soup?
Oh, it's still heating up.
You should try some.
Sure. Cold, but warmer.
Are there any cucumbers anywhere around
No,
us?
not at all. 0 cucumbers.
I'm gonna use Silent Image to put a cucumber right on top of his stew.
Okay. Would you look at that? There's cucumber in it after all.
Wow.
It's meant to be cold. So.
It didn't move when he touched it.
Yeah. Just sets it back down. Oh, I don't need to heat it then.
Enjoy.
I will.
Captain Emmerick.
It's not as fun.
Yes.
You're sure?
Yes.
Like willing to risk all of our lives? Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a real cucumber.
Oh. Gotta heat it up more.
True. Can't have cold non-cucumber soups.
Burns. It's like a beet soup of some sort.
I don't know about this guy.
Borscht.
No. I think we do know about this guy. And I think that that's part of the problem.
Very easy spell to see through.
Mm-hmm. I did like the cat ears on the old man, though.
How did you know that was me?
Because
I
you
was
just
hiding.
said it was you.
Did I say that?
You did just now.
You just said how did you know
How
it
did
was
you know
me?
it was me?
Bang!
Almost struck in the butt.
You got me.
You got me.
Oh,
No. Well, I mean,
I think that's funnier than dropping a bucket on someone.
it is. And I mean, who else do I know that would wander around putting cat ears on old men?
It might have just been his ears.
I had seen him before.
You could
Without those.
Could have been hiding them.
And why did he suddenly choose to stop hiding them?
He ate some spicy peppers.
Got really comfortable with you. Probably.
So he showed me his ears and his tail? Is that how it works?
With druids sometimes. Could have been a druid.
I don't.
Was he a druid?
I think he was a wizard.
Oh, then I don't know.
Probably a wizard. He really liked books.
Why did you pick cat ears and cat tail?
I couldn't think of anything else.
Okay, so it was you.
If you wouldn't mind, Benjamin, some more waters. I'm out. Of course. Be right back. And he walks out and walks up the
And
stairs.
milk.
You got it.
Plenty of ice.
All right.
Get
I
the
know what
milk.
that is.
I know.
Did you just say I know what that is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, I understand that he is off-putting.
He's fucking stupid.
Yes.
He's really
incredibly.
He's not very smart.
Like,
Not
scary.
Yes.
I'm not the smartest, but he's not. He's not very smart.
You're smart. He's a buffoon.
Yes.
He's certainly not subtle.
I understand if you do not wish to bring him. I can make arrangements and have him sent
He
in
knows
with the
too
rest of the
much now.
soldiers. He won't remember it anyway. He doesn't remember the contents of that letter.
Will he remember not to remember it?
I don't think he will remember it to remember it.
Certainly.
He knows what things he can and cannot mention to people. He is contained when he has to be.
He feels comfortable with all of you. You're all fighters.
There are spells
Yes?
that can make people different from how they actually are.
I'm not that familiar with magic.
I'm just gonna turn and just cut
John
my.
Doerr is a wizard, right? He knows
Yes.
he does magic?
Yes.
Has he ever met Benjamin?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, my fear is
Even
that
I
he
know spells that can-
handpicked Benjamin.
I know spells that can do that.
Mm-hmm.
If he's a very powerful wizard,
Well, when Benjamin returns, we can have young Master detect magic on him.
you should do that.
If he is enchanted, he would show enchantment.
I understand if you do not wish to take the risk with him. I can have him sent with the rest of the soldiers. It is not a problem. It is your decision to make.
You saved my life and you vouch for this man. And the last thing I would want is us to lose in the fight against John Doerr because we do not employ all available options to defeat him.
I understand.
But vouching for him does come with a sense of fear. We can't afford to have things not go well.
Yes. I think he is overconfident,
Yes.
and he is comfortable around all of you, all of the things that you've already done within the city and for the kingdom. He knows to a degree, not all of it obviously, but word travels. He knows who you are.
Certainly.
He feels a kinship with all of you, with his newfound whateverness. He's never, I said he is skilled with the blade, and he is, but he's never excelled at anything, I think. And having excelled at something and feeling on the level with others such as yourselves, I think has given him an overconfidence, and he is showing off a bit.
Certainly. Well, it's not my decision to make. I do not know where all of you stand on the idea of including Benjamin.
It's already included.
He already knows.
Twig, Mr. Pigeon?
I don't like him. But
I don't really like him either. Tolerable?
I suppose.
What if he's a puppet?
Yeah, I mean, it's not impossible. Like I said, that is my fear that John Doerr has hand-selected him.
I for sure detected magic on him before.
I think you did.
Yeah.
He was not enchanted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, he was not enchanted.
He's still an idiot.
Yeah, you got magic from his holy symbol, which was his shield.
Right.
But that was the only thing.
So, yeah, I mean, if he's a puppet, it's without magic. It is purely done through deceit and...
He might not be smart enough for that.
Yeah, that's also the point. Is that he might not be a puppet, he might just be a face. He might just be being used to make the kingdom appear more powerful and regal than it actually is. Kingdoms are wont to have a famous knight.
I don't know much about that.
I do.
If he can help us, he seems strong.
Yes, and I'm afraid John Doerr is in fact quite strong. Well, we have 5 days.
Yes. Plenty of time to prepare. I will get everything sorted on my end. I know you all have several things that you want to accomplish before
Yes.
this happens.
Yes.
5 days not counting today.
Certainly. I think tomorrow after I am finished resting, well, tonight it's back to the night market for you all. And then tomorrow during the evening, we'll need to go to the library before it closes. I believe I may have found the entrance to the vault. So we should make sure that we have everything that we need to do done before we go in. And we do not know truly what lays down there.
Can't be that bad, right?
There could be more dancing vines.
Well, it was a demon that marched on the kingdom and slaughtered the entire army, so...
Probably not dancing vines.
Did they say that it slaughtered the whole army?
Oh.
No.
It got through the kingdom.
Maybe they let it through. It was a long time ago.
Certainly.
I don't think the story I heard involves slaughtering the entire army.
Feels very strange to be able to get to the to the keep itself.
It could be some of that mind magic.
Certainly.
You can do anything if you're powerful enough or fast.
Certainly.
Knights are slow in armor.
Well, we'll have to see when we're down there.
Is there anything you need from me?
I don't know if anybody else needs anything. I don't.
No, I don't need anything from him.
Can you make sure Marcus stays safe when we're not here?
Yes, of course. Stand guard. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you.
Of course.
Well, you all enjoy the night market. And I'll see you in the morning.
And as you say that, Benjamin walks back down the stairs carrying 2 jugs, jug of water, jug of milk, and in between the two of them, a big thing of ice.
Mm-hmm.
And if everybody can make a perception check for me.
No.
Ooh, that is a natural 1.
16.
I think I'm a 7.
6.
Yeah.
21.
7.
Okay, so the two of you, as he walks down the stairs and looks over to you, you see what looks to be the faintest hint of almost a tear in his eye as he walks back down the stairs, the like remnants of tears. Well, drinks on me! And we're going to end there for the evening.
Very good.
You hear us talking about how dumb he is.
No, you can't hear it from under the floor. It's protected.
Doesn't he wasn't at the top of the stairs going, oh.
You would have heard
Like a little kid
No,
on
he's
Christmas.
crying about the letter.
Just Santa bullying him.
Friends, thank you very much for watching this evening. Evan, thank you again for the resub. Oh, and Volpig's at 7:30. I don't know how I missed that one either.
Oh.
Thank you, Volpig.
Thank you.
I might have been reading the recap. I was probably reading the recap or something for Lawrence at that point. I don't remember. Volpix, thank you very, very much for the resub as well. 25 months, and Evan for 43 months. Appreciate you guys very much. We will not be back with Adoris next Friday because my childhood friend is visiting that I have not seen in probably 15 years. So I'm going to go to dinner with him. But we'll be back the next Friday after that. Next Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, we'll be live with Orvigo at 5 o'clock, and next Tuesday with the City of Oshwamp. So we'll see you guys on Sunday. Good night, friends.
Good night.
Bye-bye.